I don't think the Peanuts even realised that we're meant to go. Oh, this Go channel is really good. Does it give you any other motivational work? I don't know.
Well, that's the first word. The third word is off. Or
What?
yourself. Actually, that worked better. Go something yourself.
Well, you'll have to see the production team about redesigning. And you know who the production team is for this channel? Peanuts? Me.
Yeah.
I mean, I could go all out and have pretty pictures and all fancy fonts and all sorts of stuff. A bit of heavy metal music like Mattoon has to start it off. But who wants all that?
Yeah.
Anyway, how's the Peanuts? Brian and Carl. You like me thumbnail, Carl? Just leg pulling, Terry. What are you pulling me leg for? Wonderful. What's he going about? Oh, this Go channel is really good. This is good. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know. We know. Ask Paul, has he got a clue for this oddity of this word?
I do. I'm just making one now.
Yeah. W something
Yeah,
small.
Carl Edwards is right. The O is for of.
Okay, the Wizard of Oz.
No.
Too many letters for Oz. How many letters after W? William? Wilhelm?
Walter.
I don't know.
Okay. Today's philosopher. Oh, he's a philosopher. Okay, there's a clue. Is considered to be one of the major figures of medieval thought and was at the centre of the major intellectual and political controversies of the 14th century.
Well, hang on. If he's a philosopher, he's got to be Brian.
Brian. Yeah. But no, some people didn't even need a clue. Well done to Clive Wells.
Really? It was that person?
Yeah.
Never heard of him.
Never heard of him.
William of Ockham.
Yeah.
You've heard of Ockham's
never
razor, haven't you?
Yeah, but I've never heard of William of Ockham.
Ah, well, he's the one that invented Ockham's razor.
Ah.
Yeah, I could do with a bit of that.
Oh, you can go to the top of the class.
Yeah.
No, the cool kid go to the back of the class.
Yeah. You might have to remind me again of the Occam razor thing, Paul.
Remember, the one with the most simplest explanation is probably the true one?
Yeah, I've heard that.
Yes, Carl, I am. I forgot to shave this morning.
You fuzzy.
It's about, I don't know, 400 grade wet and dry, maybe?
No, you don't want to polish your face.
No, 400's quite rough. Got that 400, maybe.
No, 400's pretty
I think it's
smooth.
quite 200 yet.
I use 400 to cut back paints before I go to 1200.
I think about 400 is the major sanding stick I use on my models for. just getting rid of it quickly and roughly, and then either 8 or 12 to polish it up. Yeah, 400 is not very smooth.
I use the cups of soup measure. What?
What?
I don't know, I just read Carl.
I know that doesn't compute. Cups of soup.
You're going to scroll back
New
and
one.
see if it makes sense somewhere there.
New one on me.
How many cups of soup in your beard?
Ah. Well, as I discovered after last weekend, when I don't shave it for 3 or 4 days, it all goes grey in patches. Yeah, I'm not wearing a beard. No, thank
Yeah,
you.
you're not old enough yet.
No, it shows too much bloody grey. I'm not going to do it.
Yeah. We have a Lindsay on today? Clive wants to know. Well, speaking of
Lindsay
Lindsay,
thon. Hang on. Let me check the mug status.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, let me check mine too. Might be time to go and get a cover.
Oh no, it's empty.
Might
Glug, glug, glug.
be that time. Might be that time to go and do some spring cleaner. Those chores that we've put off.
Chores? What chores? Thanks, mine's a double. Actually, it's getting warm in here again.
What's Brian saying? The problem with Occam's razor is if you apply it to complex isolated systems, when they fail, so does it. I don't know, wrap my head around that one. That'd be for you, Paul, to figure out.
I don't think they have Occam's razors in the supermarket. We've only got Gillette and some other brands.
Blue's quiet. He's going to make a cover.
Sorry, I was making some coffee.
So,
There
see, there you go. How did I know that? We're talking about Occam.
Oh, the guy with the razor?
Yeah, that's him.
That guy.
Yeah, but Brian threw a spanner in the works. He said the problem with Occam's razor is if you apply it to complex isolated systems, when they fail, so does it. I can't wrap my head around that one. What? And common example easily demonstrated is probably programming. Well, we're not computer programmers, so I don't know where that one would go.
No, I'm definitely not.
I think Flat Earth's a great example of it.
Yeah, but they don't have simple answers. You mean stupidity, Carl said.
Well, yeah, same thing.
Ah. Heard SC Montreal's latest that he wants to buy a dry compass and do experiment with it or something.
I think he ought to. I really do.
I think he needs to build himself up gradually. Shoes with laces might be a good start. Because I strongly suspect everything he's got has Velcro, all their slip-ons.
Looking both ways before you cross the road. That sort of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but should he
Let's get the basics well understood first before we worry about bloody gyro compasses.
Yeah, but should he start with his left shoe or his right shoe? Because that might be confusing.
By the left. Quick march. You always lead with your left foot.
As I used to say to my university students, before you start thinking outside of the box, I want to see demonstrated thinking inside the box. Thanks.
That used to be the tagline for the company I used to work for, when we made prefabricated and packaged plant rooms. Thinking inside the box.
Yeah.
Because that was generally the biggest challenge. Well, you can have a plant room this big. Yep, fine. But I want you to put all this in it. How? What? How am I supposed to fit all that in there? We did. Eventually. Had to get creative, but...
Well, the ones that think you can fit everything into a small space must think that you've got a miniaturisation machine, that you can just reduce the size of the machinery.
Yeah, well, no, you just... There were a few where I just had to get creative. You know, you think you got everything in, then you think, hang on, I've got a 200-litre expansion vessel. Where the hell am I going to put that? You know, you faffed about with it for a fortnight in CAD, and you think, yeah, that's it. I've got everything to fit. And you do a quick sense check and think, oh shit, no, hang on a minute. Where's that expansion vessel going to go?
Over there.
That was a biomass plant room. So the rear half was the fuel store, and it has a sloping floor like that, which means each side there's a gap. So that gap,
I cut you.
No, so in that gap on its side went the expansion vessel, because it doesn't matter if it's upright or laid on its side; it doesn't care. And then there was a fake louver that didn't actually do anything, but if you unscrewed the louver, you could get to the valves on the expansion vessel. I was quite proud of that one because that had me scratching my head for some time. Where am I going to put this?
I think we'll skip that one and we'll go to this one.
Ha! Ha! Look at what I'm frozen at.
I know I can't see.
Me doing complicated hand gestures in front of the camera.
I guess you're sticking your finger up.
No, I was actually circling my finger, but of course you can't see that in a.
I'm looking at the frozen image where you got you sticking your hands up. Yeah.
That's right. I was doing that.
Yeah.
Or trying to.
But on mine it looks like nearly you're sticking your middle finger up almost. Yeah. Caught your mid finger.
Ooh, that's what she said.
Oh, okay.
What?
Who? I didn't say anything.
I wasn't there.
Okay.
Oh my God! Look at the state of that.
Oh, that's a mess.
That's bad even for him. Bloody hell.
No wonder he sounds confusing. It's just as confusing as on the board.
See, that is a window into his mind.
Yeah.
That board. I mean, that tells you everything you need to know about the state of this poor guy's mind.
Yeah.
Blimey.
Wow. Colin's going, no.
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 All we need is Fred McMurray and a big blob of flubber. The picture will be complete.
He's lost me now.
Well, Flubber, isn't that off that movie?
Flubber. Yeah, I forgot the name of the movie now. Maybe that was the name of it.
Yeah, it's called Flubber.
It's called Flubber.
Yeah.
With Robin
Some
Williams.
kind of magic goop and pucky that you let it bounce. It just bounces higher and higher each time. It's amazing.
Good for basketball players.
Defies physics then, huh?
Farmers, I threw you a point. I threw your point.
He done. He's done a screenshot in Discord of me and my hand gesture.
Okay, I'll give us a look at that.
Hold on. Could you imagine Nigel Cheese and Lindsay in the same room? No. I think there might be some sort of cataclysmic effect
Yeah.
if you put them both in the same room together.
Like when two black holes merge.
Quite possibly, yes. I think it could be quite detrimental to our sheer existence.
Yeah, life as we know it might just fall apart.
Yeah, I mean, both of them together. Oh God.
Cats and dogs living together, and or whatever that other saying is off that movie.
That's it.
Ghostbusters.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you might as well sling Uncle Fester in there at the same time. just to make sure there's complete obliteration.
Armageddon. I've got 27 minutes to do a Macca's run. No, you haven't got 27 minutes. You've got 16 minutes and 32 seconds on Lindsay's speed.
But at Lindsay speed.
Lindsay's speed. So that'll cut it down a few seconds. I'll give you 15 minutes, Armageddon.
Oh dear, you haven't got. Oh, was it 16?
Yeah, 16:32. If you want to use the seconds.
You've got just over 13 minutes, mate.
Oh, 13 minutes. Okay.
Yeah.
So if he's got traffic, or the traffic lights or whatever.
Yeah, go on then. Tear the band-aid off.
Okay. Twisting my arm.
I want to go and put the kettle on.
Welcome to Flat Earth Philosophy, another Flat Earth video. Everything's Flat Earth here. Just an update on some information. Another recommendation for a video here based on science and physics. So you listen or watch this video and relate it to my information here. So this is Sean Carroll, the particle at the end of the universe. And apparently this is 9 years old. Yet, if these guys, physicists and scientists who got on my site and tried to, put everything down, all the information I was given a year or two ago, understood their physics and related it to my model, they wouldn't have been so stupid to make such silly comments. I think they've all woken up now because the comments seem to have disappeared. But this guy here, took a photo. Anyway, can you see that? There. Check out that site. Full depth, talks about everything. And it's all connected in here with all my flat earth information about the tropical gap. They could call these the, this downward force motion at the tropics, as the magnetic fields come up and then shoot straight down the tropics here. The female, neutron, or what about neutron? It should have been electron, or down quirk. You can say that's their up quirk.
Quirk?
What?
He's quirking.
So imagine you're looking at the tropics, right? Side elevation to the tropics. Slice through there. You're looking through that way. This is what's happening. You've got this system coming up here when the sun is coming around the tropics during the day. It's all projected from the centre Earth, the actual sun back at creation, above the Arctic. Directional frequencies. They're not dead straight though, they're curved, all magnetic fields are curved. So when this is turning, because the sun turns around the black hole, over 24 hours, 360 degrees, projecting its light out, and the sun is coming around the tropics. So all this action livens up when this is pointing towards it. Otherwise it goes to sleep. It's not completely dormant because it's dormant during the night, it rests at night. So all this action starts working. And that's what gives the image of the sun. It must be related to the, it's frequency based with the moisture in the atmosphere and the frequencies. It's like a solar luminescence, but you see it during the day because it's just all the frequencies in there. So you've got the cold air coming down from the Arctics, being pulled down, and the warm air from the tropics rising. So you've got the female and a male. The protons happening in here, the sons and the daughters out here, according to the Iliad. You've got the you've got a northern field here. Antarctic's the southern field. Comes from the Antarctic all the way to the north here. This is where your compass works like this here in the southern hemisphere. Then it's flipped in the northern hemisphere. Comes from the North Arctic, then comes to a southern field here at the Tropic of Cancer. This is the Tropic of Capricorn. This is the helix action going on here. And then you've got to imagine this is our physical world, and it's the opposite to creation. So look what's happening. It's coming down comes down to the ground, through the ground. The magnetic field of Earth works this way, all the way back up to the Arctic. And this one comes down here all the way to the Antarctic and back out again. But then you come back to creation, which is over here. What's happening? It's the other way around. The field is coming out now, comes out. And this action that's coming up here, it's pulled back into the centre here. And so it's pulling back in. So it's reversed, isn't it? How many times I mentioned in my videos that creation is opposite to the physical realm? That's what you've got here. So this is where you get the you've got the horse's mane, which is here. Then you have the lion's mane, which is around here. They talk about lions all the time. They mention the mane, lion's mane, and they talk about the horses here. So you've got the two. Horses here in the centre of creation, lion's mane in the physical realm.
What?
And he's talking a lot of hair and plaits, I think. Plaits, because you've got this helix thing going on here too, haven't you? Plaiting. It's all esoteric, Gnostic literature. So you've got a weak force here. Back here would be the strong force, the centre of the Arctic. The centre of the Arctic is strong, gets weak at this point. There's one duality. And here you have a weak force and a strong force, because it's a smaller circle, more confined. That's the other duality. Everything breaks down in dual systems, just like a magnet. So whatever you want to refer to, there will be a dual system. So, and if you've watched some of Ken Wheeler's videos, you've seen the magnetic field under the ferrocell. You'll see around the tropical region there, little bright lights. And that's all due to the magnetic field representing the sun around the tropics here. Just in what you can see from this magnetic flux. So you've got, cold air coming down, you've got warm air going up, and the magnetic field is in the wind. Science draws the wind coming like this around the tropics, and then they move across the ground here and then back up and something. But they don't know the magnetic field comes down here and goes like this. They didn't know any of this. World first discovery by you-know-who. So what about here? During the day, the sun is at war. This is the Trojan War. All the action during the day. Now in here is a big secret to man's spiritual enlightenment in regards to man. I have the secrets. I mentioned in my last video, but no one's prepared to pay up and get the information.
No one's
I guess it'll have to stay a secret.
Come on, pay up.
So what have we got? What else we got here?
You've got so much to learn if you pay up.
That's basically it. I thought I had something else I was supposed to be showing. Can't remember now. No, don't know. So the sun is in many places, but only seen in one.
It's over there. No, it's over
Well,
there.
it depends on what time of the day. The sun will be in that
No,
area.
no, it's over there.
But wherever you are around the on the Earth here, you'll see the sun in your arc of horizon. Over, in that time clock, that 180 degree time clock of yours, that arc, 180 degree arc. It's not a one-off image. That is a one-off image because that's singularity. This isn't singularity. Not exactly a jewel either, but It's in the dual system, but it's all connected to the human eye, pupil, the frequencies on the black hole, because the pupil's the black hole. There was something else, but I can't remember what it was.
What, your eyes are a black hole?
All this action takes place beneath the sun. We see in the tropic.
Shine on your crazy diamond.
Your eyes are
To an
magnetic.
opposite spin.
No, they're black holes.
There was
Or
something.
black hole magnetic. What?
Earth negative field from underneath the Earth comes up here.
Yeah, Zebulon.
Just the
You did.
magnetic field coming down here draws it up. The opposite.
It's a dual
I've
singularity.
made a note here somewhere. Of something else. Huh? Lost it.
You lost
Oh, yes,
it.
you've
You
lost
lost
it.
it. Yes, we can
Okay.
agree on that.
Now,
Yeah.
regarding. There was
He
something
said
else.
something
This
honest
is a
there.
major thing I was going to talk about. I can't remember what it was now. Anyway, free energy. You guys want to try and get some free energy, use the Earth system. And this here, I've drawn it out, you can see it. Let's
Carl,
have a look.
no, Carl, don't do that.
We'll go a bit closer, shall we?
Look out, we're going to zoom in.
Yeah, but we can only see so far.
That's true.
Cones. To create these cones,
Huh?
at this end, and they're coiled. So the length of coil in total for these has to be the same length of wire with a central donut. So you
Someone's
could take
gotta
a
teach
ring,
him how to
a
draw
say
on
metal ring,
paint shop or whatever.
and wind it with
Put
coil,
it into his videos.
silicon coated copper,
He just doesn't
to
have
create
a
a
clue.
solenoid or a capacitor. And the inside wire will come out and attach to all the inside points of the southern coils here. So this end wire,
If
they'll
he's
all
not even,
connect like
if
that.
he's
Look,
not
it's forming this
technically
type of thing here
adapted
already.
even editing
and you
his
have one feeding
videos,
back into the north.
how are we
So-
supposed to believe that he's
yeah,
any of
because all
his
this field here
ideas?
goes back into the Arctic
Makes
North
sense.
anyway. See?
Oh, quite.
That feeds into that end of the coil of your capacitor. But the outside wire, one comes out and connects with all the
The coil of your
at the
capacity.
ends of these coils to one point here. This is the one that
Yeah,
Side fumbling.
yeah, exactly. What?
My capacitors don't have coils, Lindsay.
Yeah.
that's the one that goes down to the earth. I haven't finished that picture. But you've got to have a full this.
You
Close
drew it
system.
wrong, Lindsay.
That'll be the earth. You're getting positive atmosphere, you see. What have I done
Positive?
here? Well, you create the loop anyway, but anyway, you put the brake in the line and you're going to get some power out of there. You guys know what I'm talking about.
No, we don't.
You
I've got
understand
no
that
idea
sort
what
of
you're
stuff.
talking about.
And
No.
and what happens if you do this? What does that look like? Looks like the Iron Cross, doesn't it? The Illuminati, the Iron Cross.
I was
And what
watching
you
a
do,
bit
you
of that last night.
put some iron rods in here, inside, and an iron ring inside that coil. Gee, I wonder what the Iron Cross means. Free energy, free power.
Yeah, right, Lindsay.
It's coming back again.
Oh, it looks a bit like a TIE fighter to me.
Hmm. That's where he gets the force from.
Okay, so understanding all this is the key to the secrets of the universe. Oh, here we go. Oh, yeah. Spooky action from a distance. Apparently, according to
That's a
Einstein.
technical term.
That's the dual system. It's the mirror, isn't it? The mirror. Whatever's happening here, somewhere out there, the opposite is happening. They know all this. They didn't come up with all this stuff here, did they? No.
Yeah, they know that.
This is
So
the,
if you get a
the hand
mirror,
of the
you can
grip
see the
of
opposite happening.
the bow and the Iliad, the bow.
Never thought
The
that.
string would go back this way, probably point that way, so it's pointing that way. But the arrows would be flying this way. Didn't quite get a grasp on how that works, but there's the bow. It's a straight line north to south. It's the only place on our flat realm you get a direct north to south meridian. All the secrets are in this meridian.
Oh,
At
right
what
there,
time
right in that
is
spot.
the big secret.
The meridian of secrets.
Yes, that's it.
That's
I'll
to do
make
with man.
I'll make a note of that.
Yeah, make a note of
That's
that. Yeah.
enlightenment.
Can we go there,
Where
Lindsay?
is
Right
Can you
there.
use the coordinates? Where
insane.
that-
$50 donation to my Patreon page. You might get the secrets. Okay. That's it, guys. All the secrets there, mate.
That's
All
why
the
you haven't
secrets
got
to
any money.
Creation.
Yeah,
This is all
exactly.
creation. All life on Earth works in the system. Plants, animals, humans, everything. There's this thing going on. You see, you look at that, and then you look at that. This. The jewel. There's a jewel there, isn't there? Horse's mane, lion's mane. So the lion's mane.
He's trying to get something out of it.
Yeah.
So
Go on,
I
Lindsay,
think
dig deep. You can.
Think hard.
Great pyramid too.
Huh?
Um,
No, I
I'm
think
sure
he's
there's some other
waving.
information. But anyway, that's probably enough for
He's
everybody.
breaking his brain.
Ah,
Think about this. Look at it.
I thought he's onto something there.
Yeah.
Iron.
No, hang on a
cross.
minute. Hang on a minute. No, I've said that
Okay,
wrong. I
thanks for
thought he was
watching.
on something there.
Welcome to all the new subscribers.
Wow.
So all the secrets are in that meridian, and all you got to do is pay him $50.
How does he get 4.4 thousand subscribers? for that
I think
crap-
you'll
for
find
crap?
that 4,390 of them are people just waiting to see what rubbish he spouts next.
Hmm. Sorry, Carl. I didn't mean to do that. I'll give you a refund.
Oh, that's nice.
Well, that was certainly underwhelming.
Wasn't it just? Yes.
Underwhelming.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Yeah. How does he get nearly 4,500 subscribers?
I'll donate the refund to the switcher.
Hell, how does Bev get 2.5?
Wow.
2.9 actually.
So he never made back those mysterious ones he lost all of a sudden then.
Well, he lost. He made back a bunch of them. He's been slowly climbing.
Like, I've only got 10 people watching and I've only got 536 subscribers. So
Yeah,
we're,
I mean
we're,
that's
we're,
what Jose.
we're nobody. We're nothing.
But that's what Jose says as well. You know, Jose's rebuilt his channel. He's got just actually I don't know how many he's got now. But you know, he gets a good steady number every time he streams. And then you look at the likes of Oakley, who's got thousands and thousands of subscribers, gets hardly any views at all in relation.
Yeah, but they do stream at different times of the day compared to what I do, so.
Yeah.
I mean,
but even so,
I could stream at about your midnight. Like my time's, middle of the day sometime.
Yeah, then I'd suspect you'll get, the American market, as it were.
Get rid of that.
Let's have a look.
Wasn't any debates this week. The only debates I found was Toon Bedazzle joins as Trey Hutchinson returns. Okay, I won't tell him I told you. Blue. Caption over in Discord. Peanuts miss out on half that because I don't know if they're in the Discord. Has anyone watched this debate with Toon?
No, I
Um,
haven't seen it yet. No.
I had it running in the background earlier on.
Yeah, okay.
Trey is just, well, as before, he just makes stuff up.
I suppose we'll get
Oh.
the start of it.
I think he was struggling with this one, struggling to make stuff up on the hoof.
Where's it start? We'll go past the intro music.
It takes him a while to actually get his sound sorted out, so you can probably skip past that because, Flurfs can't tech.
Why is that not surprising? There we go. We'll see what we can. We'll do a few jumps through it and see if we can get anything out.
And I've sent him the link, but he hasn't said anything yet. So, why don't you tell us a little bit about how this happened, how it is that we are here tonight, Bedazzle.
So Trey and I was discussing, was it atmospheric refraction, and basically said debate me, and so I'm here. I said, all right, you and McToon left a couple of comments like, hey, you come on our channel, and I was like, all right, I'll go on your channel.
Trey is difficult to communicate with. Yeah, he wanted to debate you, and then you're like, yes, and then nothing from him, right? Like, I sent him direct messages on TikTok, nothing, and finally he answers. Poor guy, he just can't quite figure out how to communicate like an adult, but I think he'll be here.
Yeah, so when he suggested that I debate him, I didn't really respond to him. But I did go live.
He's here.
What's up, Trey? Yeah, I didn't go live for I went live for a couple of hours. I can't hear you, Trey.
Don't hear you yet. Gonna have to unmute your mic or something.
Connect with the right audio.
He left. That was quick.
Yeah, it takes him several minutes of faffing about.
He's coming back. Still.
Try again.
Do
Second
you hear
try.
us? Okay.
Yeah, you can't
Figure out
figure
your
out his
microphone.
mic settings for the call.
Maybe he can
Verification.
do sign language. How's your
What's
ASL?
your name? Onion, maybe?
Nothing? No? Good. Oh, there, I hear something.
Yeah, turn the volume down because I'm doing a little cooking. So
You're doing some cooking.
one sec.
Oh
Doing some
no,
cooking.
not
All right, people.
Treycation. Bring back Lindsay.
This is a debate with cooking.
How's this?
There's like an instant echo on it.
How's this?
Still an echo.
Echo.
Now it's hard to hear you. Where's your headphones with the LED on the boom mic? Oh, now nothing.
This is a laugh just in this part alone.
What do people say about technology?
Yeah, technology and flirts just doesn't go together.
Right. Well,
No.
he has a mic. He has a headset with a. There's a headset. There we go. It's always good to use a headset because then
Yeah,
there's
why didn't
no
you do that
chance
in
of
the
echo.
first place?
Oh, it lights up and everything.
Isaac Yakovlev. Yakovlev. Ooh, sorry if I got that wrong. Yes, you're correct. Correct there. All right, now we don't hear you still.
Wonder if it's a
Yes,
stall
Trey
tactic.
is very, very engineer.
Not a stall tactic, but he knows what
Too
he's
many
doing.
onions in his
Nah.
headset and none of cations.
That's fun.
Cations.
I like that
All right,
headset.
I can hear.
Oh my good lord. Okay, that's better.
Yep, you're hearing that.
The main problem is I do mixing, so the problem is that my computer is set up for a guitar, and I put MIDI
Yeah,
instead
turn the
of actual.
reverb off, dipshit.
So
Yeah, turn it
I
off
don't know
altogether and just
what-
run the
what
audio
the
normally.
heck is going on? If you do mixing, can't you? I don't know why it's
Just cancel
such
it.
a
You
challenge.
don't need that.
Bedazzle,
running
you
through
do
your sound audio.
music on your computer. You had it working.
Yeah, I just disconnected. I'm plugged in straight to my computer.
Yeah. I listen to music on my
this.
computer.
Is this better? This is every time.
But Mr. Unite for the Chill Wind is saying I came for the Cations and stayed for the onions.
Gotta get the onions. Ranch chicken and rice. Ranch chicken. Go up or down in the atmosphere.
Fucking reverb, you dipshit.
I think he got
That
it there.
was way more trouble than it had to be. Okay, so
For
how
sure.
you guys doing?
I'm great.
Good.
All right.
In case anybody wonders, I've got right up here. I've got my book right there. That's my engineering math book. Just for reference. Don't be
Okay.
scared. Don't be scared, Trey.
Okay, engineering math. Okay, awesome.
Good.
Inquisitor Rurik says the return of the legendary madman Trey Cation Hutchinson. I was rooting for you for the top left award. You got a fan there, Trey.
Awesome.
Top left comes with a free T-shirt. So there's next year. Hopefully, be ready. Voting is in March. So, all right. So Trey, you are the one that called together the Super Friends
Blue.
for this debate.
Actually, you did, but
Well, it was your comment that said debate me to Bedazzle, and I'm like, hey, I'll host that. So, what did you want to debate him about?
Oh, the Lesnal. He said that there is no Fresnel lensing inside of the atmosphere to cause the distortion required for the actual effect that you're seeing. I can't even remember what it was. What was it again, Bedazzle?
Yeah, so basically,
Oh yeah, I remember. You were talking about the atmospheric refraction of the sun leaving or appearing to go up or down in the atmosphere is due to the. Come on, please.
He just walks away. He just walks.
Here we go. Right, simple.
Okay. Yeah, you got
What
a
are we
friend,
doing?
friends of lens there.
Yeah, see, same
Okay.
effect. That's exactly what happens in the atmosphere due to the atmospheric effects of particulates, different pressures, ice crystals,
So
pneumatic
atmospheric
crystal liquid
lensing
mediums
is
such as
related to a Fresnel
water,
lens.
bacteria, all create a scattering effect, so to speak.
Scattering
Aerosols.
or refraction?
Both. Refraction is a form of scattering, so it's kind of take it, get one, get all. You know.
yeah, so that Fresnel lens was only used as an example to explain how the atmospheric refraction work, where it raises objects that would normally be lower. And my comment was that the atmosphere is not actually a physical Fresnel lens.
Here's an example.
You
of,
said
of
there
the,
was
of
no
the video you were
Fresnel.
talking about.
No Fresnel lensing whatsoever is what you said. Pretty sure.
Yeah. So this was in the demonstration, which was the scummy one that the Rob Skiba did, where he had a Frenzel lens in here that bent the light upwards instead of downwards, which is what happens in the atmosphere. So it's.
But lenses do that anyway. You know what I mean? So any lens you're looking at is going to have a, let's say, after the I think it's called the perihelion of the actual reflection goes in and out, and that's also referred to as your what is that?
The perihelion.
It escapes me right now, but you notice. Oh, I'm all.
Is he making up words again?
Okay, look at this card.
Yes, he does
Here,
that.
I am right side up, and as it goes into itself, you see that after a certain point, everything is pulled up to the peripheral and away from the actual viewer. So that's actually what's happening when you see the sun appear to go over the horizon. It's actually going to the top of your peripheral vision.
So let's say there was a Fresnel lens that you were looking through, and the sun is actually in the air, right? So you're on the ground, you're gonna have to look up at the sun, which means you're not gonna be looking through the bottom part of that Fresnel lens. You will be looking through the top part. So what happens when you look through the top part of that Fresnel lens?
The Fresnel lens is uniform throughout its singular space. Okay, so regardless of where you're looking at the lens, you're going to get the same effect as a uniform appearance. Now, if you're referring to the hookidal referencing point to be like it was spiraled, say like a mollusk's shell, such as a conch or conchoidal, it would actually be the type of refraction. Oh, it's conchoidal. You can look it up. It's a type. You're an engineer. You should know what conchoidal reflections are. Conchoidal refraction. Let's show them. Show everybody here. Conchoidal refraction. It's a real thing.
But why are you bringing that up? None of that's what happens in the atmosphere. This is what happens in the atmosphere right here. It bends down. No. This is what happens.
No, there's so much more in. See,
this is what happens right here. It's been measured.
What? No, it hasn't been measured because there is one problem with that. There's one problem with that. You know what that is?
Go ahead.
Do tell.
Snell's law.
Yes, Snell's law right here. That's this. Snell's law.
Snell's law is the reason it's a pneumatic device for conchoidal is it refers to a snail shell. So Snell's law also has to be taken into account.
Oh, no. Holy crap! Will you spell Snell's law for me, please?
S-N-E-L-L. I know.
What?
That's.
So he's saying snail, but Snell, like I said before.
He thinks it's Snail's law. Yeah.
Snell's law is just don't eat the shell.
It's a pneumatic device I use. That's why I always remember conchoidal.
It's
pneumatic device.
It's not. It has nothing to do with snails.
Yeah, it has everything to do with snails. It's coincidence, isn't it? Isn't conchoidal coincidence?
No.
Yes, it is. Why don't you pull it up? Let's show everybody.
Why does he make it sound like he's trolling?
You're acting like a child.
He thinks he's serious.
All right. All right, let me show you. This is what happens in the atmosphere. You've got
no, it's not.
Denser air generally sunlight, down here.
You're lying because
and
sunlight
thinner
in the
air
globe
up high.
Goes straight. Sunlight in the globe model goes straight, right?
No.
Regardless, yes, it does. Don't lie.
No, in the globe it bends. It bends down.
No, it doesn't. It only bends in space, sir.
It doesn't. Generally, it doesn't bend in space at all because there isn't.
It only bends in space, sir, and that's around the gravity of objects. Sorry about that.
Oh yeah. It does around gravity. You're right, but between the sun and the Earth, there aren't a whole lot of real massive objects between. You didn't know that. All right, that's fine.
No.
In the atmosphere, though, and this I shouldn't have the sun here. It should be like a boat because that's what Rob Skiba wrote. Yeah, but my artistic impression of a sun is easier and quicker than my artistic impression of a boat. But this is what happens in the atmosphere because the denser air is near the bottom and the less dense air is near the top, and that's Snell's law, or Snail's law if you prefer.
That's not a correct representation of a percepted sunset. It's going. You're not third person watching the sun move this way.
All right.
You have to
obviously, you're confused. because
No,
I drew
obviously
the
you're
sun. All right.
disingenuous and you don't want to actually use real math or anything. So in fact,
Oh,
let's
I would
apply
love to
Snell's-
see your math on this.
let's apply Snell's law to your theory without using a actual Fresnel lens. Oh, I'll be waiting.
No, you go ahead. You're the one that wants to do the math.
No, let's see your math. Let's see. Open up your book back there. Let's look at it.
All right.
Let's see the
Here's the
chapter
boat.
on Fresnel lenses.
Here's the boat.
No, that's not. Sorry, that's not perceptive actuality.
All right.
So we're not watching something float
perceptive
away from us
actuality.
when it's across the page.
Great. Gauss. Hundreds of years ago, Gauss measured the effects of light through the air, and measured how it bends down, causing distant things to appear higher. The lens
Gauss measured. He measured the acceleration of what was it? Come on, he measured the acceleration of incoherent and coherent attractions, and that is a form of static. Okay,
No,
that is static electrostatic effects. That is what Gauss measured. Is why we
he spent decades actually measuring light between two tall towers.
Actually, that was light was created to the gravity effect of light is the only effect that takes place in the celestial sphere. Gravity is not even in equations to have to do with anything related to mass.
Well, yes, it is.
No, it's the constant acceleration of downward acceleration of mass of an incoherent state. So two incoherent states. No, wrong. Gaussian surfaces, bro. Don't even try that. Don't even try it. That's not what Gauss did. And you want to sit here and tell me that two guys and two lighthouses or two mountains several miles
he was
apart?
measuring the effects of refraction in the air between the two objects. He spent decades on that.
No, he wasn't. No, he wasn't. Then why are we still using his model for downward acceleration? But what did Sir Isaac Newton write?
I'm not talking about downward acceleration. I'm talking about refraction.
Refraction has nothing to do with what you're explaining it as.
Yes, it does.
So gravity doesn't affect refraction.
I'm not talking about gravity. I'm talking about refraction.
What are you bringing gravity
which
in
is
for?
which is part of gravity, though, right?
No.
No.
Yes, it is.
Refraction is not gravity. Gravity is not refraction. They're not the same thing.
What's gravity lensing in a star that actually creates multiple refractive
Gravitational
reflections?
lensing is not refraction.
Yeah,
no,
it is.
Nobody claims that. They both bend light,
that-
but they are not the same thing. Just because they do the same thing doesn't make them the same thing.
Citation.
Citation. Causation is not correlation.
That's not a citation.
Oh, where's your citations? What I'm asking. Cite what you just said.
That refraction is not gravitational lensing?
Yeah.
All right. Eddington, 1919.
Pull it up. Let's see it. You got
All right.
you got
mctune.net/relativity is the
so
is where you'll find it.
does Einstein actually is he like just posthumous after this? Like we're not gonna actually look into Einstein's theory on how it is related?
What is related?
Oh, gravity lensing and refraction, sir. Why don't we
No,
look at
gravitational
Einstein's
lensing is not refraction.
It
They're not
causes
the same
refraction around galaxies.
No, it's
So,
bending.
Example.
It bends light, but it
It's
doesn't
bending.
refract.
And what is bending? What is refraction?
Refraction is when light goes through different mediums of
Yes.
different index of refraction.
Of-
it is not the same thing.
Of different gravities. Different
It's not
gravities.
refraction.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
Yes,
I love this.
yes, it is.
So
It's
great.
different gravities, sir.
Oh my
And I
gosh.
could cite your source. I could probably show you exactly where it ends with the fact that
where what ends.
calculus was a word derived and created in the year 1666. Right?
Okay.
Okay.
It was probably before that, right? But
No,
go ahead.
Go Merriam-Webster, 1666. It was coined
calculus
by a
was-
man named.
Okay.
Never used prior to that.
Okay.
And calculus was
So-
used by Sir Isaac Newton in the year 1666 to show the rotation of the Earth and the orbit of the moon around the Earth
Holy
and the
crap!
orbit
No,
of
Well,
the Earth around the sun.
this is Kepler's laws was before that, before Newton.
Calculus was used to give it a real picture. So calculus is derivative of something that is very interesting. I don't know if we've had this discussion yet, but we can.
But now you've
This
never
right-
taken calculus, so
This is a calcite stone. See
okay.
this?
Oh,
A
no.
calcite stone. You know what calcite has? An effect of calcite is birefringence,
Refringent.
and by
What?
refringent, reflection, and refraction.
Refrigerants.
Okay,
This-
what does that have to do with
Isn't that what you
calculus?
put your
Are you
milk
going to
in?
say because it has the same
Oh,
letters
that's
at the beginning?
refrigerator. sorry.
No, both are derived from the term chalk. So
Okay,
Chalk.
so
chalk is also known as something called hydrocalcite, right? What is the amount of hydrocalcite in the upper atmosphere? How much hydro? A lot.
That's a
I'd garner there's a lot, enough to say that there's a birefringent, reflective, and refracted source.
well. I would love to see your citation on that. All right, I'm going to share it to you. Eddington, 1919. All right, it's up on the screen for everybody to see right now. And let's see. I think that.
That's too small for me to read that.
Are you still there, Trey?
Yeah, I'm still here. 1 second.
All right. All right, here is Eddington 1919. Let's see if let's see if we find refraction in here. There you go. It seems clear that the effect here found must be attributed to the sun's gravitational field and not, for example, to refraction by coronal matter. He specifically refuted your claim. He explicitly said it's not refraction.
Okay. Well, I'm sure that, citing something from 1919 versus something from 2019 probably might actually have a different effect.
No, you're moving the goalpost. This was about whether or not gravitational lensing is refraction. You asked me for a citation. I gave you a citation, Eddington 1919. Right there, it says, in Eddington 1919, it seems clear that the effect here found must be attributed to the sun's gravitational field and not, for example, to refraction by coronal matter, making them clear that they are different things.
So that is from 1919.
You
Citing
asked for a
source.
citation. I gave it. Now, go ahead.
And you were
move
wrong.
the goalposts. It is
I'm
what
not.
you
No,
do.
you were wrong. I got your citation. If you had done your research, you would know that gravitational refraction in light occurs because it takes time for light to interact with
All right,
particles.
citation. Go ahead. I'm ready. You can send me
That
the
right here, physics.stackexchange.com/questions, and I think
All right,
the actual
send me the link so I can put it up for everybody to see.
and this actually goes into the finest.
Yes,
I'm
Bill.
gonna try to get the. All right. So I've been bedazzled. I've been in here a lot with them. You sorry, you can poke at them too. I don't want to take the fun away.
Okay, I'm sending you a citation right now.
Yeah, so I'm still waiting for you to show me this physical object that you can touch that's a Fresnel lens, which you claim is the atmosphere is, which is my claim anyway, is that there is no Fresnel lens in the atmosphere. And that lens is basically just used as an example of what goes on with refraction. It doesn't say that the atmosphere is a physical Fresnel lens.
Trying to get the chat in.
You gonna send it on TikTok?
Where do you have a Discord?
I do.
Why can't we send it in
You
this
can have a room
chat?
just
Why
for
isn't
you.
there a chat here?
Oh, there is. You can send it.
See if we can get this thing up. Oh, I see it now. my computer had the things hidden. Here we go. So I'm gonna send this to the everybody. There's this. Where's the chat? I can see the actual chat.
Which chat? The one that has all the people in it?
Yeah.
That'd be on YouTube at the link that I sent you yesterday.
Okay, I see that. Okay. And there it goes. It's to everyone.
All right. Let me grab it here. All right, I'll pop it in for everybody. There. All right, and
Let's see what we have here.
all right. So your claim is, to be clear, that that gravitational lensing is refraction.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Is
All right.
citing a paper called Gravitational Index of Refraction.
That's the title, of course.
Yes, of course.
I hope you read past the title.
I did. Einstein actually postulated this and was proven to be factually proven to be in a agreement. The entire scientific community was in agreement when they found the Einstein's cross, which is I believe a quasar that is being simultaneously creating 4 reflections through gravimetric refraction. There's also, and I think that's near Centauri, Alpha Centauri. Pretty interesting. You look at Einstein's cross.
So what you're saying is things are millions of light years away and the Earth is not flat.
No, I'm telling you, I'm leading you along to understand where I'm coming from here. So
I mean, all these things kind of don't work with flat Earth because you're talking about things
Actually,
that are
they
far
do.
away.
Actually, they're not far away. They're
Well, so you say.
Oh no, I mean they're not far away at all. Actually, they're very close, just not where you think they are.
All right, I got it ready. Here we go. So what is a quasar?
Well, you say it's like a really hot mass of just like a galaxy being formed, right? Just a hot mess. I say that it's a whole bunch of volcanoes.
Volcano.
Wow, awesome. All right, wrong, but okay. So here we have F
Is it?
n equals. Look, oh, what's this? This looks like that's strangely reminiscent of the universal gravitational law. So you agree that that mass attracts mass? Trey?
Gravity, that mass attracts mass, visible appearing mass. So you can't measure this mass. You can't measure this mass and see the gravity on it.
No, I just want to be sure that your citation right here says clearly. Yeah, Kirk B says tune in FDFE should go in. Hold on, should go in on
gravity.
Idiot farming.
We no longer use classical gravity in equations that have to do with
classical gravity.
Yes, we do.
No, we don't.
Yeah, we definitely do.
No, where?
Everywhere. It's pretty rare to actually use Einstein field equations.
Yeah, because they're only used in astrophotography or
astrophotography. When does astrophotography make a big deal out of gravity?
What are you talking about? Are you serious right now? Like, dude, gravity is just the bending of light. That's all it is.
No, it's not. Mass attracts mass. That's why this M is in here. That's why the M is in here.
Mass attracts mass.
All right, let's
gravity. What's the negative gm mass?
All right,
times the rate, or was that the acceleration?
What?
No, explain the equation.
Oh, you were. Go ahead. I'll let you explain.
That's right. That's what I thought.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I wanted you to
paper. This is your citation.
Hey, Blue.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
This is not going to end well.
No.
Oh, this is just the tip of the iceberg.
Right here. What is this?
It's like force equals force, a Newtonian force equals constant equals negative gravity, minus gravity, mass
Negative gravity.
to mass, constant r cubed divided by r cubed equals mass, gravity constant, Newtonian constant. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
What? That's exactly how.
Where's he
what?
reading that?
You never do math,
my
do you?
God.
Oh my gosh.
That's the equation. You have to get the numbers. You're just reading out the equation. That's not anything
can't
All right,
do
special.
that.
Let me. I'm sorry. I don't want to interrupt. We read it again. Read it again. Starting with right here.
Okay.
F.
The force constant, the constant force, right?
Wait, constant. Why is it constant?
It's because it's moving forward.
But
Constant.
why is it a
through with-
constant?
Because any object
Moving
that has
forward.
has mass moving through a medium will continue until it stops, or it's being enacted upon an outside force. Why?
Yeah, but why are you saying that this F sub n with the little arrow on top, whatever
it's
you
just-
think that means, why do you think that's a constant?
I don't know. Because it's going constant. Why does this matter, dude? I'm right. Fuck the math. Read the paper.
Why does it
Okay,
matter?
all right,
I'm
well,
right.
all right, continue.
I'm right.
F-
You're wrong.
F
Yeah.
F with the a capital N that's subscript after it with the arrow on top.
Yeah, the force per unit mass or gravitation and field strength
The force per unit mass. Okay.
or gravitational acceleration, as I said, which is the constant based off of the Gaussian surface.
The
Constant.
is that the G?
Oh, Clive picked a
Is-
error. He said that paper seems to have the wrong sign for the gravitational potential.
That the G?
Is the G? Is that what you're talking about?
Well,
No,
Clive
that's the
must be right.
gravitational field strength. That's the Gaussian surface. That's the pull
Where?
of the Gaussian surface on the Earth.
But which
Right.
of the letters is the Gaussian surface?
That would be the FN.
Fn. That's the Gaussian surface. Okay.
Yeah, that's right, truth nerds. Yeah, I'm right.
All right,
Yeah.
keep going.
Function.
Yeah.
Okay. The gravitational potential that you're going to find in this stupid thing is going to be all. This is all nonsense, by the way. This is stupid. Like this is.
It's your citation.
Wow.
I'm saying let's move on past this part so I can explain that you can truly see that it's just
It's his
stupid.
citation, but he doesn't
It's
know how to
redundant,
use his citation. as
This
he
is
said.
redundant. You're wasting time.
No, this is
I'm
your
already-
citation. You,
I don't have to explain the citation.
yes, you do.
Yes,
You
do.
haven't
It's
even
his
explained your own
citation.
citation.
This
You
this
just
is a
cited
clear case
something and
of him just reading the title of this thing and thinking, "Oh yeah, that'll do."
That'll do. Yeah, that's it.
I mean, he doesn't know how to read an equation. He hasn't the faintest idea what he's reading here. Nothing at all. He's just winging it and making it up as he goes along,
Yeah.
which is what he does. And then when he's sort of cooled down on it, he doubles down, he trebles down. Bless his heart.
Mm. Do we jump or do we wait till this finishes a bit more?
Now, I'm not explaining this.
Go
I
with
don't
it
have
for
to
a
get
bit.
tied up in this. Okay, we're not dealing with classical gravity. We're dealing with Einsteinian gravity.
Didn't get
This
past
is
it.
a visible. This is a visible light bending around a gravitational pull.
Okay, but
What
but
is
this,
gravity?
the reason we got to remember why we got into here. This is because you were claiming that gravitational lensing equals refraction.
Yeah.
Remember?
It
was the
does.
correlation.
It
That was his
literally
All
correlation.
right, and this
so
is
in
your
the fucking
citation.
paper.
So
Yes.
let's
no,
how does
let's move on. I'm
No,
not
you don't wanna- no,
explaining.
you don't wanna move
know
on.
How to do this.
we all
Move
we
on.
all have to figure out what you mean when you say that.
Either you look. You are fucking pissing me off. Move on, dude. I'm not explaining to you something you
Yeah.
already know. This is childish. Go on.
It is childish. I don't think you quite understand what this paper's talking about.
Dude, I literally
Not at
explained
all.
it 4 times. Every way I explain it is
I mean, you-
right.
you
dude.
explained it
Move
once.
the fuck on, dude.
You went over this once, but I could do it again. I won't interrupt.
This
I'm
is the
sorry.
constant. The F is the constant. The constant is the acceleration towards the Gaussian surface, which is the gravitational field strength.
But what's this negative GMM? What's on the other side of the equal sign there?
Equals negative mass. You account for the mass of the object and the gravity, mass attracting mass. You take that into account. That's going to be it's going
So
to
gravity
be,
is a thing.
it's used for gravitational lensing. This is what the paper's about. Gravimetric refraction. Continue. Move on.
All right. So you say that gravitational lensing is refraction, and this is the paper. All right. Now I'll put it in the chat for people once more, so they can on their own time. They can peruse it on their own time. Oh, we do get to Einstein. Look at that.
Stop.
So I sent you a link to a video from Bob the Science Guy, and
Shout out to
timestamp
Bob.
is around 25 minutes. And
Why are we? No, let's talk about this. I don't care about that. I want to talk about this. Okay. I don't care about your timestamps. I'm here to debate. Okay. So this is not the main subject herein. We treat it to use the opportunity. Can you please move the Here, let me find this. I'll swap back over to my own channel real quick.
Find what?
See right here. Here we go. Someone to move in. So
are you gonna?
So this is not the main subject. It's just the Einstein formula equals mc squared is a gravitational truth. Though this is not the main subject here, and we treat it to use the opportunity of handling the gravitational potential. It is thought that Einstein's famous formula in the title is pure relativistic, but this myth disappears on showing in simple cosmological terms. Cosmological terms. What's the word cosmological mean? We'll get into that later. And this is of gravitational nature and quite Newtonian. Classical gravity, let me remind you. Let M and E to the first potential, or EP be the mass and potential energy, respectively, of a particle in a gravitational field of potential U. Either pure Newtonian or RBD completed. Corrupt.
What's RBD?
RBD is the rate of the relativity velocity dependence. Okay. Interaction. Right?
I thought it was really very donut.
No, it's not. Okay.
Okay.
Donuts.
All right.
I want a donut.
Oh, really very
Why don't
dumb.
you just take this L, dude? You can put a hole in it later.
All right. So we have that is E, and then you e to the power of P. You said
E to the power. Ah, God, freaking head's hurting. Potential function, gravitational potential function. Basically,
Your head's hurting.
This is explaining the gravitational. Oh man, I got sprayed with something.
it wasn't me. Was it you, B Dazzle?
I'm sorry.
Did you spray him?
The relative,
He got
relative velocity index. Independent variable. Oh. Okay. So let's go into the completion of
What
this.
did he try to
being valid
Google it,
in
did he?
Newtonian
On the fly.
approximation. They're raising
Possibly.
two questions. Why not Einstein's formula noticed before the theory of relativity, and why is gravitational nature never noticed? Notice the famous formula is inferred in relation to the potential energy, while in the special theory of relativity in relation to kinetic energy, in words above, two formulas expressed like this: gravitational potential energy with respect to masses in the whole universe is given by formula 3, far from any mass, which is in agreement with the Einsteinian alias of rest energy, and by formula near to some mass generating a potential.
Yeah, what does that mean?
Yeah. So for the people at home, can you remind them what the Einsteinian alias of rest energy is?
Yeah, what is it?
Oh yeah. That's going to be the theory of relativity.
He's now really struggling.
Yeah, but there's a formula.
So there must be a formula for something at
dude,
rest.
I'm not
Energy
feeling
when
too
it's
good.
at rest.
No,
Oh.
he's not. He's not.
Just give me a
touching it at all.
Oh,
Too much of a butt whipping here, huh?
no. I went to get some chicken a while ago, and like this dude spraying some mosquito spray, and drove right by my house, and like stopped to ask him what he was doing. He was like spraying for mosquitoes. I was like, dude, there's mosquitoes everywhere. Like you're not doing anything, and he just rolled his window up and rode on. And it's kind of weird. That's
right.
weird.
All right, so for people at home, can you just let them know the formula for the Einsteinian alias of rest energy? Because I don't think the people at home all know.
It doesn't matter what they all know. We're here to show that I'm telling you the truth.
It's from.
I'm
understand.
not here to do math. Look, man, either you continue on or we're done. Okay? I literally have the paper right here. You can read it just as well as I can.
Yeah, I can. But this is
No,
yours,
you
and
can't.
I want to give you a chance to
can't do it.
highlight your citation.
I'm not highlighting. I'm highlighting the citation by giving it to you. I found it. So
yeah.
look,
So I mean, like, your chance to. I mean, this is you.
We can sit here all day. I'm not doing this.
This is
I don't
you
have to
showing
do
how gravitational lensing equals refraction.
For the love of God, if the mass of an object exceeds the mass value of the escape velocity of light, it will pull the light in towards and redirect it. If light travels in a straight line, it's going to be refracted. It's that fucking simple. Continue.
But so you're
Continue.
It sounds like what you're doing is you're equating gravitational lensing with Snell's law.
No, it's not. No, it is Snell's law. It is Snell's law.
I don't see Snell's law in here.
It is Snell's law. It
Maybe we got to scroll down to get to Snell's law.
No, do I have to? Do I have
All
to
right.
actually
I'm
show
looking.
you where?
I'm looking for Snell's law, and I'll
What-
know I'll
what-
see it because Snell's law has a trigonometric function in it. So hold on, I'll find it. I'm sure it's here. Oh, I got to the end. I don't see Snell's law in here.
No, keep going. Keep going.
Oh,
keep going.
to the citations, the
Yeah, go to the
references.
site.
Okay.
Yeah, go to the reference.
All right, we got Eddington. Oh, look at that, Eddington. A determination of the deflection of sun's gravitational field from. Hey, that's Eddington 1919 that I cited.
That's strange.
Amazing that. Okay. I'm at the bottom. I don't see Snell's law yet.
Don't be a jackass, dude.
I'm looking for Snell's law. This is your citation where you're claiming that
It's no longer Snell's law if it's not referring to an actual water surface. It's basically Snell's law in space, dude. That's all it is.
but Snell's law requires mediums of different index of refractions.
There is
Yeah.
only an index of refraction in a solid dome interior ceiling of a parabolic mirrored surface.
No, that's not true at all.
Well, that's a word salad.
Yes, it is very true.
No,
So I have a question. With this dome causing a refraction, are you looking through the dome? Because if you are inside the dome, how are you looking through it?
Anything
This goes
that
for
is
two-
going to have a
2 hours or
birefringent
something.
source
This is
when
already
the image
45
is
minutes. We
first
better
created.
do a jump.
Yeah, I think he's not there for about the last hour. I can't remember at which point he leaves because he just
Well, he's still.
leaves.
He's
Yeah,
there.
he's still there then.
140. So we'll go about there.
And he's a miserable man.
I can't stop laughing, dude.
Please.
for being so miserable. I'm laughing pretty stinking hard. Oh, all right. Hold on a second. I gotta change this. All right. I'm gonna share it to you so you can see it. All right. There's this. Here comes. Let's see. Subsaturation, something like that.
Sub-Saturn planet MOA
Sub-Saturn
2008
planet.
BLG
So you-
310LB likely to be in the galactic bulge. Okay, so this reports the detection of a Saturn mass planet MOA 2008 BLG 31TL.
All right, just to be clear, this is the planet that's many light years away.
Yes, and argues that it is the strongest candidate for a bulge planet. Deviations from single lens fit are smoothed out by finite source effects and therefore are not immediately apparent from the light curve. Nevertheless, we find that a model in which the primary has a planetary companion is favored ever in the single lens model by so and so, give or take 80 for an additional 3 degrees of freedom. Detailed analysis yields a planet star mass.
Wait.
Shut up.
So and
Q
so,
equals-
give or take 80.
Delta X, Delta X, whatever the hell that is.
Squared.
Squared, yeah.
There, good job.
Delta X squared, give or take 880 for an additional 3 degrees of freedom. Detailed analysis yields a planet star mass ratio of Q equals 3.3 plus 0.3 times 10 minus to the -4 power, and an angular separation between the planet and star within a 10% of the angular Einstein radius.
Just a quick question. Just a quick question
What
here.
is the-
It just hold on, Trey. You see that 10 to the power of -4?
Yes, you moved the decimal place. Yes. I
Yeah.
know.
Is that a
Okay.
positive or negative number?
That is a negative number. Well, that's not a negative number. It's a negative connotation to the decimal point. So times 10 to the.
So is 10 times 10 to the power of -4 a positive number or a negative number? Just to be sure.
It's going to be a positive number.
All right, that's correct.
Yeah,
All
it's
right.
not going to be a negative number. Why would it be a negative number? The
Some-
small angular
some flirts
Einstein
can't get
radius, AE, 8.
What is
epsilon
that?
is-
So that's 3.3 plus, and then that 0.
Plus or minus, give or take 0.3 times 10 to the negative
all
fourth.
right,
You
all
take the fourth and you move that decimal place after you've done the initial parenthetical PEMDAS required mathematics. Constrains the distance in lens to be DL greater than 6.0 kpc if it
What's
at
KPC?
its- is the Kepler
What's
it's
KPC?
it's the damn it, oh shit, but it's the rating for the star brightness, basically. I want to say I think it is, if it's the what is KPC? I can't remember. I know it has something to do
So
with the
is this exoplanet flat?
no, it's a reflection already. I'm saying it's a reflection. That's my point.
Well, it's not a planet.
This exoplanet that's millions of light years away is a
Yes.
reflection.
Yes. Yes, it
Reflection of
doesn't
what?
exist. Kiloparsec, that's what it was. Damn
There
it.
you go. Good job. Good looking it up. All right.
I
Yeah,
had
you
to. I
Googled it.
couldn't remember what the hell it was called. I was like, what the fuck
All
is it
right.
called?
All right.
Okay. So let's say kiloparsecs away, and a parsec is like something, I want to say something like, it's a bunch of astronomical units, but it like maybe it's like a parsec. It's like
I wonder if he did the Kessel run in 10 parsecs.
4.3
Huh?
AU or something like that, supposedly,
A parsec
And
is
an angle-
4.3 AU.
or something. I can't remember the damn
Or
actual
about
Yeah,
numbers.
3 and a
I'm
quarter
not- I'm
light
not-
years. something like
Probably a
Okay.
little more.
You mumbled, Matt?
that. Afternoon. About 3 and a quarter light years, something like a parsec. Something
Okay.
like
But
that.
it's okay.
It's
G'day, Matt.
Sure, you're in the
Four-
neighborhood.
G'day.
400,000 astronomical units. I don't know. The angular
All right.
Einstein radius, 2,000. Is it 2,000? I can't remember. But constraints the distance to the lens to be the kiloparsecs of the star, ML greater than MO. Microlens exoplanet host discovered so far that must be in the bulge is by a star by analyzing VLT NACO adaptive optics images taken near the baseline of the event. So these baselines, the baseline of the event right there is also connotating that there's additional blended light that's aligned within these sequences on these macrocosmic tails, these macro lenses. Okay,
Macro lens.
a macro lens is not
Macro?
really
Or
that
macro,
different from a micro lens. Think about it. See, so you have a micro lens model and a macro lens model. That's all going to be, based off.
Yeah, the macro lens can jump high, and the micro lens
lens is tiny.
Yeah, okay? It rides a horse. The micro lens.
Yeah, tiny. Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm talking about. So this also is very similar, if not exact, give or take.
All right, for reference, what's an AU?
An astronomical unit.
Which is what?
Which is the distance between the Earth and the Sun.
Okay, which is
93 million miles.
Okay, so this 93 million miles away stuff is somehow, this is for you. This proves that the Earth is flat.
No. That's not what I said. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Over the past 5 years, gravitational microlensing has led to the discovery of several exoplanets that would not be detectable by any other method currently available. Because it does not rely on light coming from the planet or the host star, microlensing is able to detect planets at several kiloparsecs, probing even into the center of the galaxy.
Okay.
Thus, microlensing has the potential to determine the demographics of planets. So, if we go and we look at the microlensing equation,
where's that?
To find that.
Where is it? So,
does it matter if it's in there or not?
Yeah, we definitely should look at it.
Yeah, we're going to. That's why I'm looking it up right now.
So how many parsecs does it take for the Millennium Falcon to do the Kessel Run?
I think 82. 86.
82. All right. The rabbit's wondering.
Okay.
He wants to know for science. I think it was different. I think you were wrong.
I probably was.
Yep. All right. So all right. Where are we at now? Where's this formula here? Of planets may all allow one. I love how your citations at mc2.net, and you just Kuhn's laws of Flurf. Flurf citations right there.
We have to do another joke.
Oh, guys, you think I'm joking?
Just a minute ago.
A very large telescope. It's firing lasers right up into the James Webb Telescope.
Did I hear him right?
Oh
Just
my
a
God.
second ago, a minute. Hold on. Did he just say demographics of a planet?
Probably.
I'm sure he said that. What?
If he's not making up words, he's using the wrong ones in the wrong place.
I wonder what he means by demographics of a planet. I mean, the
did
demographics
did you hear that in between the jumps I just did?
Yeah.
I couldn't find it if I go back.
Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
All right.
I'm disturbed.
Let's see what he's up to now.
Look like it's got a giant fucking balloon up there.
Oh my gosh.
It does. Isn't it weird? Think about this, guys. The Very Large Telescope started firing off in the year, 2017? Okay. Then, all of a sudden, coronavirus drops, right? Oh, what happens then? Everybody has to stay in during the night. What happens then? They have this James Webb Space Telescope launch. Goes straight up in the fucking air, doesn't arch or anything. It's fake. Space is fake. There's a fake sun. The scattering of the aerosols. No, let's get really conspiratorial. Let's literally break all this down.
Up and down.
This is about
what?
One thing. They're taking $65 million a day from you. They're hiding the fact that there is a creator. They're hiding the fact by making fun of me.
So what
They
part
can't
of the
disprove me, so they make fun of me.
what part
He's
of the James
laughing.
Webb what part of the James Webb Telescope is the nuclear reactor?
What?
What part of the James
The
Webb
sun
Telescope
doesn't
is the
have any
nuclear reactor?
fucking nuclear reaction. The nuclear reaction, fusion, the fission, all takes place in the flares.
The flares?
The flares.
The flares.
Oh, you know what I'm
Oh,
talking about.
Oh, the flares.
Is it like genes that flare out at the
Right. So you know what I'm talking about. Okay. So the sun. The sun.
Luke
The sun is
Skywalker says, I don't even know it's
No.
real anymore.
No, I know you don't. So I'm going to give you an example. So let's take a look at this right here.
Wait,
This little
I
clip.
just want to make sure that people understand that you say that the James Webb Telescope took off in 2017 and is a fake sun.
No. 2020 or 2019.
You talking about
The
that
very
Japanese
large,
rocket?
the very large telescope was launched in 2016.
Which one?
It also the very large
Yeah, yeah.
telescope.
Yeah, that was a Japanese rocket launch from what I remember. That wasn't a
No. It's in Chile. It's in the same place where the James Webb Space Telescope took
James
a
Webb
picture of
launched
those
in
mountains and
2020,
said
did it?
was
All right,
fucking
okay.
James Webb.
nebulous.
It
James Webb
launched
took
a
a
bit
picture of
earlier than what I thought.
Yeah.
Don't you know about this?
Damn.
Anyway, look. Right here, if you can make this large, please.
dear.
I want you to see this.
The hell is that?
This right here is a representation of an accretion disk. An accretion disk of the flat Earth. The
Oh,
model of the
God.
Earth we
What
live
causes
on.
the accretion?
The accretion is caused by the black hole beneath it.
But what causes it? Not just you.
It's dust. It's created. It's created
But
dust.
why do the things accrete?
Because of the downward acceleration towards the Gaussian surface that is the accretion disk. Okay.
But what
So
causes
you have-
the downward acceleration?
The what?
What causes the downward acceleration?
The what? The what?
The what?
The
What?
incoherent electrostatic acceleration.
Oh, how does that work?
You have electrons that are discharged, dissipated throughout the atmosphere. The higher you are from the Gaussian surface of the ground, you're actually building a charge. For example, the ground is totally
All right.
a negative charge, right?
Well, I'm glad
It's
you cleared
totally
that up.
negative.
Yeah, I'm
You
convinced.
are constantly discharging electrons to the ground. Okay? The higher you move
But how
yourself,
where do the new electrons come from once we've discharged some?
they come down through the firmament, through this white hole, so to speak, which creates nothing but mass. Nothing can
A what?
escape a black hole that we can see. That we
Through a
can
hole.
see. But we do know that things escape a black hole, such as X-rays, gamma
X-rays
rays.
escape black holes?
Mhm.
Since when?
Since Hawking radiation,
Hawking
was
radiation
postulated.
isn't X-rays. What are
it
X-rays
is.
made out of?
X-rays are made out of helium nuclei.
No.
No. They're made out of
Come again?
yeah, that's alpha, beta, gamma radiation. My bad. So
So what are X-rays made out of?
shit. What are X-rays made out of? They're made out of no, not faster than light particles. They are made out of. Damn it! Why do I do this every time? How do you know exactly?
Google,
what
he's
ask me to
Googling
make
it right
me
now, isn't he?
forget?
He's Googling it right
You're a
now.
wizard. You're a wizard. Aren't you?
I
his
am a
friend is.
wizard. Go to mctune.net/wizard. You'll find a picture of me.
Hold on. Why do I not know what X-rays are all of a sudden? How did you do that?
All right, never mind X-rays. What are gamma rays made out of?
No. Okay. A high energy electromagnetic radiation. Okay.
But
What are what made of?
well, that's all right.
What
So X-rays are made out of
Yeah.
what?
Out of what?
What particle of the standard model?
X's.
Helium nuclei. That's
No.
what alpha and beta.
That's alpha.
Wait,
What's
What
X-rays
again?
made out
Oh,
of?
he's guy's so confused.
high energy. It doesn't matter. It's any high energy electron.
It's not an electron. X-rays
It's
are
not
not electrons.
electromagnetic particle.
Oh, you're onto something. So what's the particle?
Does it start with
What are
F?
you talking about? What's the particle?
I'm casting my
starts with
wizard
P.
spell on you. What's the
Yeah, you
particle?
are.
What's the particle that X?
Am I getting warmer or I'm wrong?
I don't know. What did you say?
It starts with F. Or it sounds like
No. Sounds like F, but doesn't actually start with F.
F. Okay.
X-rays are made
I
out of?
suppose you could spell it that way.
There is no particle that they're made out of.
Oh, yes, there is.
No, they're not. They're not made out of a particle, dude.
Replace the F with
Yes, they
PH. Go on,
Well,
say
that's why I
it.
said F.
Are you talking about photons?
Hey, you got it!
Hey!
You got it! X-rays are photons.
Hey!
Yeah, that's why I said high energy
ding.
light. What are you talking
You might actually not be 0 0 at the end.
was
of
getting there,
Smartest
he was like,
Foot, should you ever compete? Okay, so what? All right, so X-ray.
How come I knew that one? I don't know. It must have been.
I was like screaming ahead. Go on, say it, you nearly there.
It's amazing what I can think of when these idiots don't know what they're talking about.
Rays are made out of photons. What are gamma rays made out of?
They are made out of the discharge of the I want to say
God.
Dude, what the hell is going on? Are you like some secret like you have
What are
like
gamma
some
rays
damn
made out of?
helium nuclei?
No.
Yes.
No.
They're actually made out of the same thing. High energetic electromagnetic particles.
Which are called
neutrons.
no.
Photons?
Say it. Yay! No.
Neutrons. No.
You said that already.
Protons.
Nope.
What the hell? I don't know. Everything just escaped me. Like,
Almost
that's
there.
weird.
Damn.
What the fuck is going on, dude? Like, you're the devil, man. Like, you seriously are the devil.
Photons.
Man.
It's all
All photons. Yeah.
also photons.
I said photons.
That's right. No,
He
you said
did say
neutron
photons,
twice.
didn't he? In the
I
end.
said photons.
Oh, he
I
said
said protons
protons.
at the beginning. Dude,
Oh, he said
X-ray.
okay, that's
But
that's
actually,
why
to,
you lied.
to be
Okay.
to be
You
more
lied.
specific,
you lied. That's what you did.
Gamma
That is the way-
ray-
I trusted you. That's the
Gamma
problem.
Ray is a power metal band formed by a few members of Halloween, specifically Kai Hansen, who has a fantastic voice.
Halloween is awesome.
So Gamma Ray in the chat. Who has seen Gamma Ray live? You let me know. In
Actually,
the
that's
chat
pretty cool. But listen, man, don't do that. Don't fucking lie to me.
here. All right. What are radio waves made out of?
Radio waves are larger than, I believe, meter bandwidth. They are made out of larger electromagnetic waves. They're not made out of anything. They're actual reverberating wavelengths of the electromagnetic spectrum above the meter range.
But what particle?
They're not particles. They're radio waves.
Yeah, radio waves are made out of what particle?
They're not made out of particles.
Wrong. What?
Right.
They're not made of particles. Shut up and keep going.
Yes, they are.
No, they're not.
They're photons.
Photons don't
Third
exist.
time in a
dude.
row. All right.
I'm
Trey,
being
Trey.
nice to you by
Trey.
accepting
Trey.
the fact that you believe in photons, right?
Trey, what? I have another
I'm being-
question for you. Trey,
I'm being
what,
nice to you.
what
Go for
particle
Paul.
is visible light made out of?
Come on,
Come
Trey.
on, he's not.
Come on,
Surely.
Ah,
Trey.
there you go.
They don't,
Sure.
they
All
don't
right,
exist. Photons don't exist.
Yeah, but
okay?
you already said that gamma rays are photons. So how? So
I
did they
have
stop
to,
existing?
I have to play
since-
your game, okay? They're really phonons. We have phonons. You know what a phonon is? What's a phonon?
Yeah, it's
You know what your phone's
it's the
on?
op-
Yeah, my phone's on the cupboard over there.
opposite of phone off. Like if you're gonna call somebody, you turn your
What's
phone
a phonon?
and
if
then
you
you
can't
call
answer, what's a
and
phonon?
you're like, I'm gonna turn my phone on. Doop. And then
What's a phonon? What's a phonon?
hello,
dude?
B-Dazzle,
What's a
how are you?
phonon?
B-Dazzle,
Opposite to a phone.
turn your
fucking
phone
joke.
on. I'm calling you, B-Dazzle.
If you can't tell me what a phonon is in 10 seconds, I'm done. After as much hoops as I'm trying to jump through to fucking show you, 1, 2,
What?
3,
All right, what is infrared light made out of?
5, 6, 7,
I don't know.
8, 9. Do you don't know? You don't know what a phonon is? Thank you.
Is it made out of cations or anions?
It's made out of the opposite of the photon. So what a phonon
An
is
antiphoton?
an antiphoton. Yes. There you go. An antiphoton. What is an
And
antiphoton?
when all right.
That's gonna be
All right,
a
well,
soundbite for a while now, isn't it?
So
Yeah.
now
Done.
that we understand what photons are, oh shit, I hate this. Oh,
Did you forget? Where'd you go?
You rage quit?
I don't think so.
We could have.
Maybe his phone died or something.
Gosh.
Something happened.
I was wondering if he was going to pull up this other paper about the chiral metasurface.
Yeah, that was. Yeah. Seriously, did he just leave? Come on, you can't. Yeah. Oh, he did. He left. He's not here.
Aw.
Just
Yeah,
left.
yeah,
He
looks like he
didn't
did.
know.
He was so confused. So
Yes.
confused.
He had no idea. Oh, I love it when he brings up his stuff. Oh, I've got a cat. I've got
Give
a
me a
cat
sec.
coming.
I'll be right back.
Oh, all right.
We'll leave that there. Well, I hope you
Yep.
enjoyed that.
Well, it didn't make any sense earlier on, and it made even less sense just now.
Yeah. So no matter
So,
which way
yeah.
we watched it, we got the same result.
Yes.
Wish
He
I
was. You could tell he was struggling when he started going on about this. Oh, I don't feel very well. And when I first saw that, I thought he's going to bail because he knows he's just dug a very deep hole for himself and he can't get out of it.
MC Toon's a wizard.
Burn him, burn him.
You're a wizard, Harry.
Mm.
Yeah. Wait
So
till you see what I can do with
what's
this
your
one.
phone on, Farmer?
It's on top of my diary, just here by my right elbow.
My phone on is on my wallet. Which
It's
on
the
my
opposite of a photon.
Was it a photo? Was it a photo off?
Oh,
Photon.
did you enjoy that too, Squeak?
Yeah.
That was your cue.
Yeah.
Speak.
Go on then.
Yeah.
Oh, you can't get a start.
What did you expect your cat to do? To perform on
Yeah.
command?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I had a chime call. I think it was yesterday, and the minute that I connected to it, she came in and went, "Yeah." And the guy said, "Have you got a bloody cat in there?" I said, "Yeah, yeah." As soon as I'm talking to myself in here, that's when she comes in and makes a racket.
But not on cue.
Not on cue, it would seem. No, she's buggered off again now.
You need to train her a bit more.
Yeah, we definitely do.
I think, given her age, she's past that point.
Okay.
Given your age, I think you're past that point.
Oh yeah. Yeah, because what? I'm all of a month older than you. Was it 2?
2, I think.
2. Makes all the difference, doesn't it?
Yeah, we're not all old. We're not all old farts in here. Hey, Blue.
What?
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 Oh, fart. Really?
Yeah, but he got to see all the cool bands.
Hmm.
That's what they say. Might be an old fart, but I got to see all the cool bands.
Yeah.
That would be true.
When I seen the moon landing on the black and white TV, I didn't even know what I was looking at.
Missed all that.
In the olden days, was everything black and white? I think that's why I asked when I was a kid. Was everything black and white?
I didn't know cornflakes were yellow until I seen them in real life.
Well, they're more of an orangey colour, really, aren't they? On the yellow,
Oh, yeah.
I think.
Sorry, I'm colour illiterate. Well, if Paul hasn't gone to sleep, has he got anything for us?
I haven't. I do. I do have something for you.
You do? We didn't mean to wake you up.
No, it's all right.
Oh, I thought I joined and missed the quiz. Fuck it.
Oh, you missed the quiz. You missed the quiz.
Yeah, I thought I had.
Oh, you thought you had. Ah.
No. A nice quiz for you. Are you ready?
No, can we just leave that on a bit?
Yeah, let's.
I don't know about me.
He's always in such a bloody hurry, isn't he?
I need about another 20 seconds.
Is that all?
I think you're boasting, Blue.
Yeah. 20 seconds. Wow.
Flat Earthers talk about buoyancy and density, but hell, forget the density.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, enough of that.
Huh? What? What was the question?
Enough of that.
1970, the year I was born.
Yeah, in 1970,
So-
8 Japanese died as a part of an effort to accomplish this task. What was the task?
Bit of a punt.
70.
Timbo says, quick, get it off before my wife comes in and asks what am I looking at.
That's the one, Big Blue, and that's the one, Farmer's Boy.
Vague. I think obviously I don't remember it because I've only just been born, I suspect, but I do remember reading about it, I think.
Yeah. Hugh Rutledge led 2 groups whom unsuccessfully attempted to accomplish this task. Peanuts. So there's people
there you are,
in the
Timbo.
internet chat have already got it.
Just in case his wife comes in, I just put it over back on for him.
Clive Wells is scaling the ice wall. Should we count that as correct or not climbing Kilimanjaro? No,
What?
Carl.
I
no.
think it's well. Not
I thought you walked Kilimanjaro.
Yeah, you do.
Not that I
Colonel
really-
John Hunt led the first group to successfully accomplish this task, news of which was transmitted by courier to a telegram station in time for the coronation of Queen Elizabeth.
Am I correct, by the way, Paul?
You are.
Oh yeah.
Yep. Yep.
So we're getting it way before the Peanuts. This makes a change.
You are.
Does, doesn't
You
it?
are,
It really
yeah.
does make a change.
Yeah.
Well,
George
Timbo's-
Mallory and Sandy Irvine were killed while trying to accomplish this task, leaving doubt over whether they were the first to complete it.
Oh, everybody must have heard of George Mallory, surely.
Timbo said, are you trying to lose a sub?
And there you go. Iris Stewart's got the answer.
Got there.
He
Yeah.
just said Everest, but I know he means climbing Everest. It is indeed climbing Everest, yeah. When Mallory is asked why he wanted to accomplish this task, he famously answered, because it is
It's
there.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
First successfully accomplished by Edmund Hillary and Tenzing Norgay. Yeah. Climbing Everest. That was the easy one for the set.
Oh, you call that easy? Oh,
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Question 2. Aaron Hubbs of Columbus, Ohio, holds the world record for performing this activity for the longest period of time at 74 hours and 54 minutes. What is the activity?
Okay, it's going to be something stupid.
Well,
I'd
it's
say the
not,
name rings a bell, to be honest.
it's not something that
24
20
hours.
seconds would be.
Yeah.
Marawa the Amazing broke another record involving this activity on the Today Show while wearing a black shirt that read Djibouti when she used 162 of this activity's central objects at once. What is it?
Yeah, sounds something stupid, isn't it? Like
It's not hopping. No. Close, Farmer's Boy. Close, but not hopping.
Oh, okay.
And when I say close, I mean close in a different way than you're thinking, probably. Not plate spinning, not listening to Bev. That would be a record. That'd be hard to accomplish.
I can manage about 10 minutes before I want to
spelt that
kill
wrong.
someone.
The jam band The String Cheese incident is largely credited with popularising the modern form of this activity at their concerts
I know
by
what it is.
throwing this activity's central objects into the crowd. That's the one. That's the one, Terry.
Blimey,
I
Terry.
know, I still got it right twice.
Yeah. Matt's got it. Yeah.
I got it ages ago. I just kept spelling it wrong.
What's that second one? What's that second one like? What?
Well, I'll go again. Let's see if I
It's
can
not
spell
rope
it.
skipping or rope jumping, no.
You're sending that to everybody as well, Terry.
Yeah,
Ah,
he
that
always
doesn't
does.
matter, does it?
He always does, bless him.
Yeah.
Well, who said my answer is
Terry's
going to be
making
right,
sure I
Matt?
understand that he's got it. He's writing it about 3 or 4 times now. And out there in the peanuts, we have Timbo Turtle with hula hoops is the correct answer. Yes.
At least I got a
Yeah.
question right at the beginning of the clues, not at the end.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Though forms of this activity have existed for hundreds of years, it gained extreme popularity in the 1950s due to the efforts of Richard Kerr and Arthur Spud Mellon at Whammo Toys. Yeah. Physical activity in which a toroidal object is twirled around the neck, limbs or hips, generating movements that may resemble a Hawaiian dance. It is hula hooping.
Oh, I say.
Oh,
Yeah. That's mesmerising, isn't it?
It is. Yeah. Could we watch that for a few minutes?
Yeah,
Scenery's beautiful, isn't it?
I'm just looking at the physics
there's
involved.
scenery.
Yeah.
I'm looking at
Where?
the
Oh, yeah.
physics involved in the rotational.
There is a hoop there, fellas. There is a hoop there.
Yeah,
Well,
I'm
there'd
looking
have
at
to
the
be.
physical activities, the rotational forces that are created by the.
Are you really? I'm just
gyrating-
looking at her ass.
Okay.
What a strange man you are.
Carl said, "What hoop?"
Okay, question 3. Popular auctions for these objects include the Barrett-Jackson auction in Scottsdale, Arizona.
Oh, that's too
and
easy,
the
that
B.N.
one.
Milton Robson sale in Gainesville, Georgia.
I haven't got a
What
clue.
are these things? That's the one. That's the one.
It's supposed to be
Except
that.
you've
I spelled it wrong
How
again.
could you misspell that, Terry?
Terry, stop sending it to everybody. Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
Oh,
Can you send it to Paul?
well, how am I supposed to know if I get them right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll send them to Paul for all my right answers then.
Yeah.
You're not cheating off me, Matt.
I prefer Irish's answer.
Yeah. Has Irish
Beyonce's
got it,
knickers.
has he?
Beyonce's knickers.
No, it's not that. No. Museums dedicated to these objects include the Gilmore in Hickory Corners, Michigan, and the Peterson in Los Angeles.
I thought everyone would know that from Barrett Jackson. Jeez.
No.
Lou's got it, Terry's got it. Atasha is a Japanese movement of decorating these things with anime and video game characters.
Is it now?
Come on, Peanuts, it's the easy one.
Come on, Peanuts. Yeah.
Yeah. As Paul said, easy.
The vocal,
Easy.
yeah, is one of these things decorated with traditional huichol beadwork of Mexico.
Well, you're
Nick.
close, truth nerds.
Come on. The most famous work by artist Chip Lord is a public art installation in Amarillo, Texas that uses these objects.
Well, another one.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. Carl Edwards has it there with
Not just them,
cars or
Carl.
automobiles. Yeah.
Not just that one.
Yeah. Performance artist Chris Burden was famously crucified on one of these objects in 1974. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Popular Mechanics named the GTO 250 as the best designed example of what vehicles manufactured by Ferrari and GM? Cars.
I probably would have got that on the last clue if Terry hadn't spoiled it and gave me the answer. If Terry hadn't spoiled it and given me the answer.
Well, I knew you wouldn't get it then, Matt, obviously.
Yeah, obviously that's what it was.
All right, question 4. In 2010, the South African government announced that it would stop funding a nuclear reactor in that country that used this substance as a coolant. What substance?
Oh, you want the substance. Okay.
Yeah.
Trying to think of the substances that they've used.
Yeah, there's quite a variety of things that they've used as coolants, isn't there?
Okay, not just the one I'm
Not
thinking
water.
of. Yeah.
Not water and not sodium. No. Nuclear reactions that use this substance as a coolant include pebble bed modular reactors and prismatic reactors, the latter of which include a former reactor in Fort St. Vane, Colorado.
Yeah.
Not bismuth, no.
I'm running out of bloody options here.
Not elephant piss, no. Not liquefied flirt, not air.
Yeah, that's what
not
I was
human
thinking of,
blood.
Fondle. That's the one I was trying to think of.
Devices filled with a certain isotope of this element are widely used in radiative neutron detections and are called this element tubes. They're called something tubes. What? Not liquid salt, not radon, not oil.
Oh, no, no.
No. Not fluorine, no. This element is often used as the fill gas in the gap in nuclear fuel rods. It's not water, no.
I only watched
Vacuum.
I only watched Chernobyl again the other week,
No.
but I still can't.
Well, the only thing they used for cooling was just water, though, wasn't it? I mean, they used control radiation, radioactivity.
They don't just always use water, though.
No.
There's other things that they use, yeah. This element features higher thermal conductivity than water, making it a desirable coolant for certain Generation 4 reactors. However, shortages of it are making this goal impossible as much of the gas escapes through the atmosphere. That should give it away. Not argon. Big Blue's got it. And out there we've got Truth Nerds has got it correct.
I got it before
after
Truth Nerds.
Charlie. I think Charlie got it first, actually.
I just said it. You said it. Yeah, got it. Yeah.
Oh, did I get it after Charlie?
Charlie got
then?
it first out there. Yeah, it was helium. Yes. Yeah. Noble gas whose nucleus is an alpha particle.
Why didn't I say helium before then when I was thinking of the other one?
Yeah. Yeah. It's helium.
Yeah.
Yep.
I was thinking of the more obscure ones that they've tried in the past, like sodium and bismuth.
Yeah.
Question 5. This phrase titles a Sturgill Simpson song that claims marijuana, LSD, psilocybin, and DMT. They all changed the way I see, but love's the only thing that ever saved my life, which opens this album, Metamodern Sounds in Country Music.
Look, come on, Farmer, you should know this.
Oh yeah, because I'm well into me country, ain't I?
Yeah. What is the phrase? This is for all your music nerds out there.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
Stewie, Stewie, come on, Stewie.
This phrase informs the cosmology of Terry Pratchett's Discworld series.
Eh? Now that I do know about.
Yeah.
Okay.
But a phrase. Well, the only phrase I can think of is that one.
You didn't send it to me to proof check it.
No.
Well, that does inform the cosmology of.
It's a 5-word phrase.
5-word phrase.
5-word phrase.
Yeah. Stephen Hawking's Brief History of Time tells an anecdote about this phrase in which the claims of an astronomer about the regress of what supports the universe are refuted by an old lady. What is the 5-word phrase?
Must be that one then.
That's the one. That's the one. But you were beaten by. You were beaten by Clive out in the Peanuts. Yeah.
Really?
The phrase is indeed turtles all the way
Oh,
down.
right.
Wow.
Yes.
Well, you see in Discworld, it's only one turtle.
Yeah?
Well, yeah. The Discworld is on the back of 4 giant elephants that stand on the back of a 40,000-mile-long star turtle called Greater Chewing. There's only one turtle.
This phrase titles 2017 John Green novel. Give this 5-word phrase that posits that the world rests on a series of shelled reptiles. It is turtles all the way down.
All the way down. All the way down.
All the way.
All the
Forever.
way.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Infinite turtles.
Okay, question 6. A version of this piece plays in the opening of the arcade version of Donkey Kong Jr. What is this piece
Donkey
of
Kong
music?
Jr. I had this
Yeah.
on my Amiga.
Okay, when's the last time anybody played Donkey Kong Jr.?
I know.
And then remembering what the piece of music is called.
Yeah, I could probably.
No, I don't think I could remember. I can barely hear the tune in my head.
Not for release, no. In this film adaptation of 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, this piece plays as the narrator describes weathering a storm.
It's an old film.
So the problem is, I
Old
think this
organ.
is a bit of classical music, and the problem I always have with classical
It
music
is.
is remembering what it's bloody
Yeah.
called
Yeah.
and who did it. You know,
Yeah. Oh, this is a pretty well-known one.
I've no doubt.
SpongeBob plays this piece in his library in the episode Something Smells while wearing Groucho Marx glasses and a nose.
Come on, Peanuts.
Right.
Help me out.
Also used in La Dolce Vita and Sunset Boulevard, in some cuts of Fantasia, this piece is introduced as an example of absolute music and plays to images of abstract patterns and shapes. What is the piece of music?
I think the Peanuts are struggling.
Struggling.
The use of this piece in 1930s films like The Black Cat and Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde made it associated with cliché horror reveals. No, you
Carl's
still don't
going,
know.
ah!
No, it's not Bomber.
Bomber by Motorhead.
It's a bomber.
Name this spooky sounding organ piece by J.S. Bach.
They didn't play it in Adam's Family, did they?
I can
Oh, the
hear
Munsters.
it, but I can't.
Oh,
I
know
can
what
hear
it
it, but I
is.
don't know what it's called. I've no idea.
If I was next to my piano, I'd give you a rendition of it, but
Oh,
I'm
you're not next to it.
hang on.
Okay.
Let me see if I can spell it or something along these lines.
I haven't even got a
Yeah,
sound
that's
bite
right.
of it to play.
Whatever it,
That's,
I
that's correct. Do you know what key it's in, Farmers?
Oh, come on. Bloody hell.
There's-
You could go and you just get the name of the bloody
there's a film of this on YouTube somewhere. Some guy playing this on the organ in Berlin somewhere, and it is just incredible.
Yeah.
But I can't remember. That's it.
Yeah. I can hear it. I can hear it in my head. Yeah. I know.
Well, stick.
Toccata and Fugue in
Fugue,
D minor was the
minor,
one.
Alright.
Yeah.
If it's in your
Yeah,
head,
yeah.
Matt, stick it next to the microphone. We might be able to hear it.
Larry March actually got it out there.
Wasn't that also used in the original version of Rollerball?
Yeah, probably. It's
I
been
think it
used in
was.
a lot of films. Yeah.
Yes. Not
Yeah.
obviously not the shitty remake. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Question 7. Their creator describes one of these works as a 3D illusion to illustrate the central band was multi-layered, more intricate than most. What are these works?
It's not a band that I've heard of. Oh, sorry.
Oh, I bet it is. One of these works features a series of 3 slanting windows, a crying French maid, and a boy in blue shorts toweling off. Not ABBA's greatest hits, no.
Don't remember that in ABBA.
Is it a painting?
Not ELO, Jerry, no. Not Cubist paintings, no. Another of these works features hundreds of steel-framed single beds stretching off into the distance along a beach.
Oh.
What are these works? Not Tubular Bells, no. Multi-viewable stuff, no. Willy Wonka's all-day stickers, also known as an everlasting gobstopper.
Yeah, that's what
no.
I was thinking, Stewie. I thought that'd be too obvious. What Stewie said.
You're on the right track, Irish Stew, but what about the band? What are the works?
Yeah, I'm trying to think what you mean by the works.
Yeah. Another of these works, most of which were created by Storm Thorgerson, features a Jersey cow looking back towards the viewer over a shoulder, and another features a flying pig between 2 smokestacks. What are they? What are these things? That's it, Farmer's Boy. You got it. Yay, Clive Wells has got it too there. Combination with Irish Stew, I'd say.
And me,
It is
but I
Pink
spelled it
Floyd
wrong.
album covers.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
What?
Oh, the
hell?
steel frames. Yeah. I'll just think about the
Oh, yeah.
single beds. I can picture that.
I have no idea what they're called, but I can see them. I know Yes, I know. What
Yeah. One of the most iconic one of these works features two men shaking hands at Warner Brothers Studios with one of them in on fire.
Yeah.
That's Wish You Were Here.
Yeah. The most well-known of these works shows a beam of light being split into a rainbow by a triangle on a black background.
Yeah.
Yeah. Visual works of art that adorn workings such as Animals, Wish You Were Here, and Dark Side of the Moon. It is, yeah. Pink Floyd album covers.
That one.
Oh, for Christ's sake, yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember that one.
Yeah.
Bloody hell.
What's the beds? I'm just trying to come on, where's the beds? There's the beds. Oh, of course. Momentary Lapse of Reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just couldn't remember what that one was.
I've
Which
got
is
Dark
what
Side
you
of the
just
Moon
had,
as well. I
right,
should have got that
Thomas?
straight away as soon as I heard that.
You still got the record.
Yeah, I think I have somewhere in a box up in the loft, I think. On vinyl.
Wow.
Well, it would be.
Oh, good.
Yeah, it would be.
Well, no, actually, I think it was reproduced on CD, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
Dark
the
Side of
record,
Moon.
having the original albums for them would be alright.
It's been on every format known to mankind. I think
I
except
think
Wax
that's all, yeah.
Cylinder.
Well, you better bet if you searched enough, you'd probably find it a Wax Cylinder as well.
Timbo Turtle says, "Who is Pink Floyd?" No, the more impressed who are Pink Floyd, because that's two separate people's names put together.
Mm.
That's where they got the name from. They're two. I think they're two jazz musicians.
Pink and Floyd.
Mm.
Never knew that.
Question 8. In one appearance, this character finds sunflower seeds that allow this character to read minds.
Sunflower seeds.
Who is this character?
Damn it.
Not a Russian soldier in Ukraine, no. In another appearance, this character discovers that the pilot, Wrong Way Feldman, has been sabotaging their own plane.
Oh God, it's not. Hang on.
Not Isarian, no.
It's not that book then. Or film.
No. Carl's onto it, but he just hasn't quite got it out. In one episode of the show, they appear in this character is adopted by Thurston Howell III, who teaches this character how to behave like a member of the upper class. Not Catch-22.
That's what I was thinking of. That's where I got
Yeah.
Usarian from. Oh,
Not
yeah, Carl.
Biggles. No.
Yeah, what is? Yeah, I know what Carl's getting at, and I can't remember it
Yeah.
either.
Often referred to as Little Buddy by the character of the skipper, this character is the first mate of a ship which left for a 3-hour tour before becoming stranded, the SS Minnow. Who is
Starting to
it?
ring bells. Starting to ring bells.
Yeah,
That's the one, Big Blue.
Yeah.
And followed closely by Carl Edwards out there with
Ah,
Gilligan.
Gilligan's Island.
Yes,
Gilligan Islands, yeah.
Gilligan from Gilligan's Island. Nameless character played by Bob Denver, who was stranded on a namesake island in a 1960s sitcom. It was Gilligan.
I would have got that at that point. Last clue.
Yeah. Damn it. All right, question 9. The metallic mean of this degree is equal to the number plus the square root of 13, all over 2. Now, this has got to be a Clive Wells question, right? What the hell is a metallic mean?
Well, quite.
Yeah.
Damn it! I just for
What
a moment
number
I
are
thought,
we thinking of here? Yeah.
Just for a moment, I thought we was going all Metallica on us. Oh dear.
No. Gauss showed that every positive integer can be written as the sum of at most this many triangular numbers. What's this number?
Come on, Carl. Well, not Carl. Yeah, Clive for me.
In the Collatz conjecture, the procedure for odd numbers is to multiply them by this number and then add 1. What's the number? It's not 42, Blue, no. It's not 4, Truth Nerds, no.
Of course, it's 42. Is the answer
It's
to it.
not
40?
1.8027 either.
42 is the answer to every question. Come on.
Yeah. A two-dimensional simplex has this many sides. Calculating the torsion of a curve requires calculating derivatives up to this degree. N for a number. No, Carl. Cardano's formula can be used to solve equations of this degree. Not 7, not 1. But we've got a couple of correct answers out there in the peanuts, which kind of gives it away then. This number is the third Lucas number, and it's the lowest degree for which a one-variable polynomial could have an inflection point. How many sides are on each face of a tetrahedron? Judy Bassett and Truth Nerds first out
3.
there with it.
3.
3 is the correct answer. Blue got it too.
I mean, I recognise all the words, but they don't make any sense in the order you've put them.
Yeah.
There
There you go. That was one for the mathematicians out
Are you accusing Paul of speaking gibberish?
Yep.
Word salad. Is that what you're saying?
Well, polynomials. I mean, as soon as you see words like that, it's like, yeah, okay, I'm just going to gaze outside the window,
Okay. Question 10. This thinker used the example of the sentence, Socrates is similar to Plato, to show that 7 out of 10 of Aristotle's categories were unnecessary. Who
Poor old
was
Socrates.
Socrates.
Wasn't Descartes? No.
He was drunk and fart.
It wasn't Bill and Ted either.
Oh, shit.
Irish.
And it'd be work.
Yeah. This philosopher argued that property could not have existed in a perfect place like Eden.
Socrates, as once Pete Shea once said, Socrates.
It's not Diogenes either, no. You'll kick yourself when you find out the answer. This man was excommunicated by Pope John the 22nd, right, and convicted of heresy for his commentaries on Lombard sentences. Oh, bad boy.
Popes have excommunicated a lot of people for
It wasn't Bebby, no. No. He outlined his nominalist philosophy in his textbook Summa Logicae, and he claimed that entities should not be multiplied without necessity. It's not Karl Marx, no. It's not Paganini. Name this Franciscan friar who is probably best known for a statement that, if often described as the idea that the simplest answer is usually correct, his namesake razor.
We were only just talking about that earlier.
Yeah. We were, yeah. It is indeed, as first put out there by Truth Nerds, Ockham, William of Ockham. And that was your quiz for today.
Thanks,
There
Paul.
you go.
Hey, thank you.
Hopefully it wasn't too hard.
Well, the last one I got it near the end, but not at the beginning.
Yeah.
Well, 3 out of 10 is not bad. Still a
Yeah,
fail
I didn't
in
go
the
too
exam,
bad.
right?
At least I got a couple right. I'm happy with myself. How'd you go, Blue?
Well, I don't know. I think I got one.
Did you get the Barrett Jackson one with me? You should have got that one.
Yeah, I got that. Yeah, no, I got that one.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know how many I had. 2 or 3, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't do very good on these.
No, neither do I. Paul's going to have to start thinking of outside the box for the questions.
All right.
Oh, what else I got for you
Yeah.
before we wind up? Sorry, Blue. You
I
remember?
don't do music and I don't do movies very much. So
Mm.
yeah.
I
Well, I've
reckon
got
there'd
my
be a way.
pacemaker fitted.
I reckon there'd be a way to analyse the answers that we do get right, and then formulate the questions around the topics that, in general, for all of us to get, for all of us that's on the panel anyway.
Clive wants a Lindsay quiz. Clive,
Oh
we
no,
have
Clive!
I am
No,
we have got to talk, Clive.
Clive. Can I time out, Clive? Well, I'll turn him white, and then
No,
the
don't.
peanuts will
Just
turn
leave,
him
Clive.
white.
Just leave. Leave right now.
No,
before
I'm
it gets
taking
ugly.
Spanner away, and then anyone can time him out. And
Don't
then it wouldn't
do
be
that,
me
Clive.
then. I wouldn't get into trouble for it.
Nobody would get the question right from Lindsay's quiz. Nobody, literally
No,
nobody.
you just make something up. That'll be right.
And it's the right answer.
Yeah.
Missed that last one.
Conveniently.
Well, look, when somebody phones you up when it's work,
Mm.
I can't just ignore them, can I?
Nah. You can't say sorry. I'm on a live YouTube Zoom meeting at the moment.
Precisely.
Yes, you can. You could, but you'd be in trouble. But you could.
Well, there you go.
So you can't say you can't.
Got anything out there? Oh, I've got a sign, man. Okay.
I had my pacemaker fitted yesterday.
Oh.
Oh.
Well, that's
Yeah.
interesting.
Blimey.
How'd they fit that so easily?
Easily. Well, it bloody hurt. I could tell you that much afterwards. Anyway.
I was going to say, didn't they use an anaesthetic?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Well, a local anaesthetic, but that's all. Well, I mean, it's a slight
Wow.
bit of sedation, but it wasn't much. But
Well,
yeah,
they
it's
didn't
still
just say open up and say ah.
straight down the throat, yeah, onto the heart. Yeah.
Well, here's a sample Lindsay question for you then.
Oh, go on then.
What national brand of physics is Lindsay known for using in
Pseudoscience.
trying to purportedly explain the workings of flat Earth?
Pseudoscience.
Oh, is it one of those religions, isn't it, or something? I can't remember what it is.
I thought it'd be pseudoscience.
Carefully, what national brand of physics
National
is
brand of
Lindsay
physics.
known for using to explain
Gaussian physics.
Ancient Egypt. No, I don't think it was that.
Yeah, Terry got it right. It's a Gaussian physics.
Oh, Gaussian physics.
Yeah, see? Nah.
Nah.
Well, I shouldn't have
you
known
know
that.
Lindsay, you know it's not Egyptian because
That's a Gaussian, yeah. Why should I have known
Sorry,
that? I'm going to go.
I really shouldn't be. I really shouldn't be reading work's emails when getting asked silly questions like that, should I?
No.
I'm going to go and stand in the corner and be.
Me too. I said a Gaussian 4 times and I was muted.
Go stand in the corner of shame.
Yeah, that's what we're going to have to do.
Yeah, that sounds like a you problem, Blue. Nobody else.
It's a you problem for sure. No question about it.
That's it. You've still got the mic in front of where the mute button is, haven't you?
Yeah. Well, I just moved it. I'm going to solve that problem. I got a mic boom ordered, so this damn thing will get off the desk. That'll fix it.
Any peanuts got any suggestions? I've only got Simon at the moment and Everett. Let's see if there's a Anton. Was there something before the Big Bang? Okay, that one. I think that's the interesting one. I think out of the ones he's posted.
And we got an Anton one.
Yeah, you got.
No?
Yeah, we got the. I just grabbed an Anton.
Anton.
I just grabbed an Anton.
Okay.
Who else? What else is there?
Field stream. It's not what I'm on.
Did I? Yeah, I've got Simon.
Well, the SLS is finally on the launch pad. It is there.
Oh.
It's rolled out.
Okay.
Oh, it's trundled out, has it?
Yeah,
I did see something about it was.
Well, when I last looked, I mean, it was in its position, but it needed to be lowered down on its hydraulic jacks onto the pedestals. But it was there. I think they were just kind of doing the last bits of alignments and things. Once it's down on its jacks, it's officially bolted on.
If we get launches that are in my time zone that I could stream it, I'd do that, because I have done that in the past.
Yeah, well, the launch is on the 29th. Well, at least the first attempt, anyway. And the next one after that is the 2nd, I believe. Yeah, Friday the 2nd. That's not on your stream days, is it?
Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it's on a stream day.
Yeah.
It's just the time. If it matches my time over here, to stream it that evening.
Yeah,
or
I think it more or less does. I mean, our time, I think it was 1:30 something. I think I can't remember from at the top of my head without looking.
It's 3:13 now over there. So 3 hours ago. Yeah, 9 o'clock. 8:39 my time. Doesn't sound too bad. Come on, there must be something else I can watch with you. What's Timbo Turple got? What's that one? What do you got, Timbo Turple?
I usually use a website called nextrocket.space, where they've got all the list of the launches. It's usually pretty good. And then since they've officially counted it, it's going to be on the 29th. I've emailed this guy to update it, but he's still got it down as this month. And change it, will you? Mind. Don't worry, I'm just moaning.
What's this, Timbo?
I'm just whinging.
Yeah.
Well,
Timbo's
stop it.
give us a link
Okay.
to a channel called The Earth is Flat by somebody called Potato Yum. Here are 3 reasons why the Earth is flat. Warning,
squirrels will attack exposed nuts. Please use restrooms at something pro shop
Where?
or something.
Where are you reading?
Look at Paul's avatar.
Oh, Ozzie changed his thing again.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
Can't read the rest of it.
Yeah, I'm going to have to make that bigger. There we go. It says pro shop or something. I don't know if that makes it any different.
Yeah, please use restrooms at pro shop or something.
Yeah. But squirrels will attack exposed nuts. Yeah. So don't expose your nuts.
Yeah.
.33 EST launch. Oh, Armageddon's Fire said it's going to be about 10:30 my time.
Oh, there you go. There you go. That's not bad, is it?
What on the 29th you said?
Yeah.
That'd be Monday evening.
I'm not sure though, because I might be doing something with the shields, but Dick hasn't really confirmed it. He seems to think it was a good idea, but don't know.
Well, you could do a multi-stream.
Could do. He suggested I do it on my channel and stream it on the shields, but no, can't be bothered. Can't be bothered with all the hosting and all that kind of stuff. You couldn't be asked.
What else should we
I don't mind presenting it, but
yeah. Well, I've got 4 videos. Can't find. I think that might have to do us for tonight. Like we said, we're going to have an early night tonight. So.
All right, you're going to end it then?
No, I'm going to watch these and then we'll finish up.
All right.
Yeah, you don't need to go for another hour and a half, do you?
No, definitely not.
You know.
It's a weeknight.
It's a school night.
Yeah.
You got school in the morning, have you?
I haven't.
Fuck,
I'm
you could be hard
joking,
work
farmers,
sometimes.
I'm
You
joking.
you could be
I'm
hard
joking,
work.
you know,
Sometimes.
I'm
I know you
joking.
are, but you could be hard work, boy.
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
Oh dear. Spent too
Well,
much
don't
time
blame
listening
me
to
for
bloody
this
Bev
one.
last
This
night.
one's
Or for you.
so Timbo Turtle.
What?
Give me a link to this.
Ah, so it's Timbo's fault. Okay.
What
As long as you know who the director I blame to. At.
you sent me 2 links, Timbo. What's the other one?
2 links, Timbo.
If door does not open, do not enter.
What's
That's sage advice.
Yeah.
Pause. Stay there. Okay, what's this one? Goes for 4 minutes. Proof that the Earth is flat Earth physics. MEWNEW physics. This must be newbies then. I haven't heard of them. Yeah, they
Please
are
ask the host
short.
to give you
Yeah.
permission to record.
In this video, I'm going to prove the Earth is flat. Okay. That's right, guys. We've been lied to. JK. I don't know what that is. It's just another physics video. The fascinating thing about Albert Einstein's special relativity is that it gives you new picture into geometry. I've got no idea. You just talk all the way through it. Yeah. Which dumb one do we watch? The short one or the other short one?
The short one or the short one?
Oh, we'll go with this. This one's only for a minute, so we've heard
it's
it all
not too. It
before.
can't be.
Yeah, we've heard
How
it all.
painful could it be?
Yeah. And they're all just parroting each other, so can't be anything too bad. As long as there's no music, it should be right. Carl said, I swear my PC is starting to smoke. I'll tell it to give up smoking. It's bad for its health.
It's bad for it, yeah.
Did you know there's a toilet museum?
Yeah?
Yeah.
That
in New
that
Delhi.
shouldn't come as a surprise because there is somewhere a turd museum, isn't there?
Yeah, in New Delhi, called the Salab International Museum of Toilets. Strangely enough.
Yeah, so, Matt, how'd you flush that one out?
Ah!
I don't know. I just type in random stuff that comes into my head sometimes into Google and see what it comes up with. And I found a website. Did you know? And I thought, oh,
your search history must be amazing.
Yeah.
Just take a look at it and go, what was he looking for?
Yeah.
You do not want to know my search history.
All these
You really
random
don't.
things that he's putting in his search history. Wow.
All I typed in was, did you know? And then it came up with a whole load of websites like, strange facts about stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that sounds like an interesting segment that you could do. There you are. You got a home.
Did you know?
Yeah. Okay. Next Saturday night.
Did you? Yeah.
Next
Okay.
Saturday
Did you
night,
know
yeah.
Viking? Did you know Viking men wore makeup?
No, I didn't know that.
It's no doubt that Vikings were some of the toughest men in history. However, they cared about their appearance enough that makeup was part of their everyday routine.
I'm giving you a 5-minute segment next Saturday night for Did You Know?
Did you know? All right then.
We'll squeeze it in between somewhere.
Yeah. Did you know that Q is the only letter that doesn't appear in any US state name? There you go. You sleep better for knowing that. There you go. See, I'm right. Sleep better now.
No, not the penguins. Oh. What? Sorry. Oh, what sort of feeble excuse is that? They want to do a chime meeting at 4:30, and she says, "I'm just leaving Waterloo, so I don't think I'll be back in time." You do it on your phone in the train.
Easy.
I mean, last week when I was going to Wales, I had to stop halfway there to take part in the chime meeting on my phone in a car in a lay-by.
Easy.
Some people just they give up too quickly. They really do.
Well, farmers, you like this one actually. You will like this one.
Okay.
Did you know a jockey once won a race after he had died?
Ah, yes, I've heard that one before. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, he
Wow.
stayed on the saddle, didn't he? Yeah.
Frank Hayes was hailed as the winner at a race in Belmont Park, right outside New York City in 1923. However, there was a slight problem. Hayes suffered a heart attack and died in the middle of the race. So the celebration wasn't exactly sweet.
Yeah. Somehow he managed to stay on the horse.
Yeah, somehow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Lucky the
Bloody
horse didn't
horses.
die.
Oh, they die all the time. Usually because somebody kills them.
I'll save the rest for Saturday then. I'll give you. a few.
Okay, we're gonna rip the band-aid off this one.
Yeah, let's do it.
Terry,
Yes, Matt.
press play, Terry.
My name is Billard Mountain Collie, and I am a flat earther. Now, you may be thinking,
Oh,
this
God,
is
not another
insane.
music in the
No
background.
one is actually a flat earther. Well,
I think we're gonna have a problem with this one.
wrong. First off, no one has actually flown
You can
around.
barely hear it.
Yeah.
Amelia Earhart tried it, and guess what happened to her? Missing. She flew off the Earth. She tried to go around it.
Did she?
And
No.
went off the
Is that where
side.
she
went?
Now, a lot of you are
She flew off
confusing
the Earth. Okay.
with the moon. You see, the moon is round. People like to assume because the moon is round that the Earth is.
Oh,
That is
okay.
simply not the
Just
case.
because the moon's
so
round,
tectonic
yeah.
plates exist, and so do these. Plates are flat, as you can see, with little ridges
That's not
protecting
flat.
the insides, keeping the
No, it's not, is it?
continents
It's 'cause it's a plate.
and water on
Yeah.
the inside. Plates are flat, therefore the Earth is. Hopefully all of you have now been converted and have seen the light
There we go.
and know
This is a
understand
mug, therefore
Yeah.
the Earth's a
the
mug.
Earth
Okay.
is flat, not round.
Oh, I got a better one. This is a pen, therefore the Earth is a pen.
Yeah.
Works for me.
Gee, you couldn't write this stuff.
Talking about
Hang on.
tectonic plates, you know Flat Daddy?
Trying to remember which idiot that is.
Yeah, he's a flat Earth idiot that hangs around Discord quite often in gems.
Oh yeah. Yes. Yeah.
We were talking about tectonic plates. Well, you brought us onto the subject of tectonic plates because he mentioned that there's rocks floating on the oceans. Lucid, really? What rocks are these then? Oh, the tectonic plates.
Oh, I remember
Oh,
half that conversation.
Yeah. Oh, you came at the tail end of it, Terry. Yeah,
Well,
that's right.
they're
But then,
totally different rocks, and they're floating on something totally different. If you want to look at it that way.
Well, I mean, the thing is that tectonic plates are not floating, though, are they? They're really not.
No, they're not. How not to understand
Yeah,
a simple concept.
yeah. He's trying to give the impression of the forces involved that the crust must then, therefore, that if the Earth was really round, the crust wouldn't be able to support itself because it's floating on a liquid.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. We're talking about geysers and
Yeah.
volcanoes and
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you remember that conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah. Oh, God, he's an idiot.
yeah.
I mean,
Squeak agrees.
I don't know a massive amount of it, but I know the basics, and it was
Mm.
something I was particularly interested at school. I enjoyed that subject, tectonic plates and geology and different bits and pieces like that. So I paid attention, but he clearly didn't.
I didn't enjoy geography, and my geography teacher, bless her, Mrs. Nage, said, "Why did you take geography as an O level then?" I said, "Because I had to take either geography or history, and at the time I hated history just that little bit more. I weren't allowed to drop both subjects." And she said, "Oh, thank you for being so honest with me." And for the rest of the time, she gave me no trouble at all. But she knew I weren't enjoying it. She said, "Why are you here?" Well, the lesser of two evils,
Yeah,
basically.
you had the choice. Yeah.
And it's ironic now. I'm into me history, but at the time when they taught it at school, they couldn't have made it more boring if they tried.
Yeah,
I'm
well,
gonna
usually all the history teachers are known just for standing up in front of people and just jabbering on for hours and then.
My history teacher, at one point, because he claimed I hadn't handed in my homework, he had me stand on the chair in front of the class and berate me. The next lesson, he came in, pulled his chair out, and stood on it in front of the class, and very publicly apologised to me because he'd lost my bit of homework and he'd found it.
Oh,
Oh,
I bet that's poetic justice.
Yeah.
Right there.
Maximum respect for you, sir, but I still
Yes.
dropped the lesson.
so did you
Calm
know
as
you're
a
only
bitch.
allowed to park in the empty spaces?
Unless you're driving a tank, and then you park where you bloody well
Where you
like.
want.
Parking available in empty Parking available empty spaces only.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the warning.
Yeah, it's a good warning that. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh.
What about here, where there's a car? Well, it's not available then, is it?
Oh, you go up to the driver and say, "Excuse me, I need an empty space. Can you move your car?"
I want to park there, please.
Okay. Bit more dirt.
Yes, that's more dirt.
There's another dirt.
I was once sitting in a car park of Tesco's because my then wife had gone in to do some shopping. I didn't particularly want to, so I sat in the car in a car park space, and yeah, granted it was a bit full. This guy knocked on the window and said, "Can you move, please?" Like, what? Can you move, please? Why? He says, "You're sitting in the car. I need the space." No. And it's just because the fact I was sitting in the car, it means I had to move. I had to get no. And he was like getting really angry. I said, "Dude, I don't bloody drive. I haven't got a license. I can't. And why should I?" And then after that, I just rolled up the window, just ignored him after that. He still kept
And you're in the passenger seat.
Space.
You're in the passenger seat, obviously.
Yeah, I was sitting passenger seat. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
It wasn't even the driver's seat.
Yeah.
Oh, with my daughter, by the way, my very young daughter was about 2 at the time.
Well, she could have drove.
Yeah. No, she couldn't reach pedals.
Yeah, it was I mean, and I don't really race it, but he was an Asian guy. I don't know. Maybe it was a cultural thing. I have no idea. But just you have to move. You move. No.
It's a self-right. It's a self-right thing, whatever they call it.
Might have been.
Self-entitlement, I think it's called.
Yeah.
I need the space.
Yeah, because I need it and you don't need it. You're sitting in the car. You're
all right.
Anyway.
Driver's seat. I might have to buy that.
Press play, Terry.
Okay, Blue.
Today I am going to prove that Earth is actually flat. Now there has been many debates about what is the curvature or the shape of Earth. There are some conservatives and some very annoying scientific people who just want to make everyone believe what they believe. So today we are going to see whether Earth is spherical as it is shown or it is flat. First of all, we should ask ourselves one question, and that question is, what do we mean by geometry of an object? Okay, the simple answer would be, well, it can be spherical, it can be round, it can be flat, it can be like a mat, it can be like a ball. So in simple terms, this is, let's say, we mean by geometry. But the next question is more important. Is there any absolute geometry of an object? For example, if I see a ball, no matter how I see this ball, is it always going to be perfectly spherical and a ball? To answer this question, I have to take you back more than 300 years ago to Galileo Galilei. Now Galileo Galilei observed a very interesting thing. He observed that whenever something is moving, its velocity is not actually absolute. For example, if you're running with it, its velocity will be decreased. And if you're moving away from it, obviously its velocity will be increased. This is what we call Galilean transformations. So the measurement of velocity actually depends on which frame or which is your point of view. Where are you standing when you're taking this measurement? But what about the geometry of an object? Is geometry absolute? No matter where we are standing, are we still going to see something as spherical or something flat? Well, the answer is no. Well, Galilean transformation, when they are applied to Maxwell equations, which are actually the theory of electricity and magnetism and optics, when we apply Galilean transformation to these equations, they actually give wrong answers. So should we give up Galilean transformation or should we give up Maxwell equations? Which one should we give up? In 1905, Einstein came up with a paper named On Electrodynamics of Moving Bodies. In that paper, Einstein said that Maxwell equations are not actually wrong. They give the right answers, but the problem is with Galilean transformation. Instead of using Galilean transformation, we should use Lorentz transformation, which were actually derived back by Lorentz to come in harmony with Maxwell equations. But Einstein had a deep insight. He said, what can be other implications of these Lorentz transformation applying on other things? For example, applying in the same scenario as Galileo. So what he observed was there was time dilation and length contraction that everyone has heard about. Now we are going to use this piece of information that we call length contraction, and we are going to prove that the Earth is actually flat. So what is length contraction? In simple words, if you have something in front of you and you move very fast in front of it, and let's say you're measuring from this thing which is moving very fast, if you measure the length of that object, its length will actually contract. See where I am going? If we talk about the fundamental particles of the universe, there are some particles that we call neutrino. How are they formed? They are formed because of nuclear interaction, blah blah blah, but they move very close to the speed of light. They move very fast. So when they are moving very close to Earth, let's say they are moving in front of the Earth, and let's say from this frame of reference of this neutrino, I calculate how Earth looks like from this neutrino, it will look actually flat, right? This is the round Earth, and if neutrino is passing from here, it will actually flatten, right? So what's going on here? If you are measuring
I've got no idea what's going on here.
a neutrino, you will look at the Earth as a flat Earth. But from our point of view, from our frame of reference, yes, Earth is spherical. So who is right? Is the Earth spherical or is the Earth flat? Well, this is the wrong question to ask. There is no absoluteness in geometry of an object. But what is absolute? There must be something absolute about something. There mustn't be, but there is. It is called space-time interval. The space-time interval of a body is something which is constant about something. But let me know, what do you think about it? Tell me in the comment. Apna khayal rakhiyega. Allah Hafiz.
I got no. Is he related to Lindsay?
All I can say is, huh? What?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Oh, golly, golly.
This guy might make a little bit more sense.
Yeah.
I think this guy would make a lot more sense.
The peanuts were confused too.
They were confused.
I mean, could you even consider flat Earth as a hypothesis? Because it certainly isn't a theory, is it?
What the guy was actually doing was he was applying the length contractions in special relativity to say that because the neutrinos travel so fast, when they encounter the Earth, they encounter it as a flattened sphere. He was right, but the way he was saying it was a bit derpy. You know, there was nothing that he said there was actually wrong. It was just
the implication.
It was just said in a way that most people wouldn't understand.
Yeah. Yeah, but I like the other one. Because the plate's flat, the Earth's flat.
Yeah.
That's just rubbish.
Yeah. Yes, but it's easily understood rubbish.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Anton will now tell us each and everything.
Yep.
Terry?
Yes, Matt.
Press play, please.
Okay.
Brilliancy of scientific achievement by awarding what's known as the Nobel Prize. And one of the more recent Nobel winners is the iconic physicist Roger Penrose, who was awarded the Nobel Prize in Physics for his work on black holes and the general theory of relativity. But at the same time, Penrose is also known for proposing several ideas and several explanations in the field of cosmology that are not entirely accepted by everyone, with one such idea being in regards to the Big Bang and to the cyclical nature of the universe. And so today I actually wanted to discuss some of the most recent studies in regards to the nature of the universe and in regards to the idea known as the Big Bounce, or the idea that the universe is cyclical and that following the Big Bang and following a really long period of time, it repeats again, and then again, and then again, and many times for infinity, with some of the more recent studies kind of doubting that, and specifically doubting this mathematically. And so here I wanted to discuss some of these ideas in more detail and focus on what we know and obviously what we don't know in regards to these concepts. But naturally we have to start with the concept of the Big Bang, the beginning of everything. Although technically Big Bang has never stopped, it's still going on even now. It's the expansion of the universe that's still going on. And the main problem with the ideas of Big Bang today is that if you were to basically retrace yourself back in time, you would find yourself in a kind of a point of singularity, when the universe is super infinitely small and represents a point of zero volume but infinite energy, which we know would be impossible in nature, so it's a kind of a mathematical anomaly. And because in modern physics we also have the idea of Planck units, or the minimal units of time, mass, temperature and length, there's basically no way to know what happened before that one Planck second. This is where essentially modern physics breaks down. But it's also where a lot of quantum effects very likely play a large role, and where ideas like loop quantum cosmology might potentially resolve some of these issues, but these ideas are still in their infancy, and also are obviously not accepted by everyone as well. And so theories like this one do have certain explanations for what might have happened before the Big Bang, and what might happen in the future, or very distant future, when the universe is sort of ending. Now, we've discussed some of these concepts in the videos you can find in the description below, but the most accepted idea today is what's known as the Big Freeze, or the heat death of the universe, or potentially another scenario sometimes referred to as the Big Rip, when the universe basically just rips apart. Now obviously there's no way to prove this or to actually know what's going to happen, but mathematically that's what the scientists came up with. But one of the, I guess, more intriguing ideas here is what's also referred to as Big Bounce. That's essentially part of the idea of a kind of a cyclical universe. And one of the main explanations from loop quantum cosmology proposes this cyclical explanation. So basically, when the universe was that extremely small point, it actually reached that point by contracting from the previous universe that was much larger, but started to contract in time. Or in other words, following the expansion and the acceleration of the universe, at some point it might slow down and then contract back into the tiny spot just to restart again. Although according to Penrose, you might not even need contraction, and instead the universe can actually go through consecutive Big Bangs and the consecutive expansions, and in between them there is essentially a period of time where nothing happens. It's sort of even more difficult to understand, but it would just basically suggest that the universe keeps going through these consecutive expansions and might have been doing so for an infinite period of time. And first, let's I guess start with the proof, because this is science after all. So a few years ago I've actually discovered this article / paper that was also used by Penrose and several other people trying to prove this idea, with the idea recently republished once again under a slightly different title. And it relates to something that might be visible inside the earliest light in the universe, the cosmic microwave background. So about 10 years ago, the scientists discovered these unusual points in the light, with some of them sort of visible in this image, that today some of the scientists refer to as the Hawking points, named after the iconic Stephen Hawking. And according to these scientists, these represent the remnant signs of ancient supermassive black holes that evaporated long time ago. With this basically being produced by the Hawking radiation from these black holes. Now it's a pretty big statement and it's actually a pretty big assumption, but they do provide some evidence in their study. However, there are quite a lot of other studies refuting this evidence, and they do make a lot more sense as well. As a matter of fact, this study right here you can find in the description does so by providing the comparison with what simulated Hawking points should look like and what we discover in the CMB. They sort of look nothing alike, but these points have actively been used by the proponents of this idea of cyclical cosmology for the past 10 years or so. And so their main point of evidence might not really be that strong after all. But one of the main advantages of these cyclical theories is that they actually explain some of the observations from the cosmic microwave background that did not make sense to scientists right away. For example, there are certain points in here which seem to have come from the same region, but are separated from one another by tremendous distances, which suggests one of maybe 2 or 3 possible explanations. One, the universe could be much older, or possibly even cyclical like proposed by other scientists, and thus could have been actually expanding, shrinking, expanding, or continuously expanding and re-expanding for a long time. Or the more widely second explanation is explained using the idea of inflation, not the same one that we're going through right now economically. We're talking about the sudden and unexplained expansion of the universe in the first fraction of a second, when the universe suddenly increased in size by a huge amount, which was then followed by a much slower expansion that we're going through today as well. But because nobody really knows why it happened, it's not also accepted by everyone. At the moment, there's no physical explanation for why the universe suddenly jumped in size so dramatically. And so in a sense, there are these two conflicting theories. Either this cyclical universe is correct, or we just had this one universe starting with the Big Bang, but it had the inflation. I mean, there are some other explanations, but these are, I guess, the two bigger ones. And the thing is, both of these models still have problems with them. For the Big Bang model that doesn't have anything before it, well, there's still no explanation for what happened before, or what happened at that minuscule point when the Big Bang just started. But for the cyclical explanation, the problem is more mathematical. It's really in regards to this other concept known as entropy. It's a concept that's not as intuitive, but it kind of connects to the idea of chaos. Basically, today we know that the entropy in the universe is supposed to increase in time, and this by definition provides us with the arrow of time. Or basically, entropy defines in which direction the time flows. I mean, I'm simplifying things here quite dramatically, but it would probably require an hour-long video just to explain this in more detail. I've been meaning to produce this actually, but it's really difficult to explain. Anyway, for this video, all you have to remember is that entropy increases with time. And we believe that by the end of the universe, the entropy is going to be really high. But because in the beginning of the universe, the matter was relatively uniformly distributed, the entropy was much lower. And so one thing that's kind of difficult to explain for these cyclical models is how the entropy can then go back to low numbers in order to once again restart the universe. Currently, it's really not believed to be possible, and if the modern universe is just one of many of these Big Bangs, the overall entropy should already be ridiculously high, and in theory should not even exist at all. In other words, the chaos of the universe is not really tackled as well in a lot of these theories. And although some research tried to explain this with a kind of a cyclical dilution of entropy, where the universe does actually return to its original state occasionally, which then restarts the Big Bang, this recent paper on cyclic cosmology mathematically shows us that, well, if so, the universe still has to have a beginning somewhere. It cannot have been cyclical forever. In other words, the scientists here mathematically prove that if the entropy is cyclical and can maybe return to the original value occasionally, there has to be a beginning somewhere, and the cyclical universe cannot be forever. It has to have had a beginning, and it has to have an end. Okay, maybe not the end, but definitely the beginning. And without this, it just does not make sense mathematically. It's the only way to complete the model. But in the end, none of these models provide the definitive explanation, and none of them explain everything. For the cyclical model, the entropy is still a big problem, and the previously proposed evidence of Hawking points is unfortunately not strong enough to actually prove that this is the signs of ancient black holes. In other words, there are no signs of previous universes existing anywhere. These points very likely have a different explanation, something we'll discuss in one of the future videos, so make sure to subscribe. On the other hand, the explanation using the Big Bang and the inflation, with just one universe and no cyclical nature, has its own problems. For example, it's kind of difficult to prove this idea wrong, and it also doesn't particularly have a very good explanation for why exactly this happened. Why did the universe suddenly inflate so much? On top of this, we have the problem of ultramassive black holes existing really early in the universe. The black holes that the scientists believe should not be possible. And now the new evidence from James Webb Telescope also tells us about these early galaxies that have already been developed way more than they should have been. So there are still quite a lot of unresolved issues, and I'm sure we'll be talking more about this as more data comes out and as more evidence is provided. And so I guess as a conclusion, the only thing we know for certain is that we actually don't really know what happened. Or if the universe is cyclical, if it just happened once, how it's going to end, or more importantly, how it began. Which is great news because that means that we're going to be exploring these ideas for many years to come as new theories are proposed, as new explanations are made, and more importantly, as new evidence is discovered using new telescopes and using new techniques. We have to have a new theory, new explanation, and potentially completely new physics that connects a lot of separate ideas that are currently not entirely understood. So stay tuned for more explanations in some of the future videos. Thank you for watching. Share this with someone who loves learning about space and sciences. Come back tomorrow to learn something else. Check out some of the previous videos on the idea of cosmology somewhere in the description or maybe somewhere right there. And support this channel on Patreon by joining channel membership or by buying the Wonderful Person t-shirt you can find in the description. Stay wonderful, I'll see you tomorrow, and as always, bye-bye.
Bye-bye. I don't know, I've never really agreed with the Big Bang Theory as such. Who's snoring?
I heard that earlier on.
Yeah, probably me. I think I'm going to head off to bed. All right. Good night, Peanuts.
Night,
Good,
Paul.
good night, Paul. Oh, he's missed out on Everett. Flat Earth sun height measured.
Oh well.
It goes for 4 minutes.
I don't think you'd be too disappointed.
And the man that speaks to the universe solves 5G issue from Simon.
Well, Farmers and Blue have both gone quiet and they're muted, and maybe they've fallen asleep too.
Blue's not asleep. He's writing out in the peanut gallery.
Oh, was he? All right.
Yeah, I go by the shit happens model. That one works, yeah.
Oh, Farmers might have gone to do something because he's back on his advertising cameras.
Yeah. Oh, he might have got a phone call.
Maybe he did.
He could be working at any time and any day. Blue doesn't
Yes,
know
I know
how
how
to
to
sleep.
sleep, Carl. I do know how to sleep. I just don't make a habit of it.
Oh, I forgot to share it in here first. I was just looking over in the Discord to see if there's any chatter going on around. Oh, you're just in time for Everett, Farmer.
Oh yes, this one. I think I watched this morning. I can't remember.
You missed Anton.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Learn about holes.
Work again, was it?
Yeah, it's that is a problem with doing this thing. I am working as well, and these cheeky buggers don't know that I'm on YouTube.
Hope they don't find out.
Let's play.
Go for it.
Oh, the little professor's
Alright, so
arrived.
here's
Why
how
you got
the
a spanner?
sun actually works.
Subbing, you get a spanner,
as far
Professor.
as where it's at in the sky, how high it is, and how you measure such things.
Of course, if you're not interested. There's the door.
All right, thanks.
It's Team America, isn't it?
Looks like it.
Look, the latitude lines demark the angle of the sun.
Don't say it, please. Don't say it.
No, I have to say it, Mitch. Showtime.
If you're standing at the 45th degree, the sun's at a 45-degree angle. On the equinox, you know the sun is directly over the equator, so you cannot argue the fact that the distance from the 45th degree to the equator is the same as the distance from the equator to the sun, because they formed an equilateral triangle.
No,
God.
I don't think so.
The sun is 3,005 miles above the equator.
Ha you fool! You fell victim to one of the classic blunders.
Yeah, what about all the others?
I like it if Everett's going to be doing this in his videos going forward.
Oh, look at that. When it's on a ball, it matches.
Funny how that works, eh?
So we don't live on a planet. Earth is not a planet.
Okay.
There it goes. Yep. My brain stopped.
And the sun is the sun is 3,100 miles above sea level.
That is false.
What did I tell you about using the bell for comedic purposes?
Galileo when they told him, look, we're gonna say it's that we're living on a globe and it spins, that it's revolving around the sun. And Galileo said, well, you're gonna have to make the fucking stars really, really far away. It's complete horse shit. You know what I mean? The sun changes heights.
What? When did this happen? You're joking, right? That's not funny.
Sun changes heights.
The sun circles tighter, like it circles. In the summer, it circles over the Tropic of Cancer, and then in the fall and spring, it circles the equator.
How and why?
And then in the winter,
That's what I like to
it
know.
circles
Nobody's
the
come up with
Tropic
any
of
explanation of that.
Capricorn.
He's making it up as he goes along. No,
Yeah.
So when it's further south, making a bigger circle, it's fucking going faster.
How do we see?
Trust me.
The wider the radius, the faster the track it's on. That means it's fucking attached to something.
Sure.
Anyway, I don't know about all that, but that's the
Oh, you
breakdown
don't?
on
No,
how a
no,
45-degree
true.
angle at the
That's one correct
equinoxes
statement you said
determines
so
the height
far.
of the sun over the equator.
That is a joke. I get it. It is not funny, but I get it.
That must have been Deep Space Nine.
Well, yeah.
Only because she's in it.
Yeah.
Nobody cares.
What?
Nobody cares.
She was a honey.
You know what show she came from?
Do what?
Nobody cares.
He's not a Trekkie. Matt's not a Trekkie.
He doesn't even know. He doesn't know what show she came from. You should know, Farmer.
No, I don't. Nobody cares.
What you mean prior to Deep Space Nine?
Yeah, yeah. They pulled her out of a TV show and replaced her with somebody else.
Did they? Oh, blimey,
Yeah.
you're going back too far now. I haven't watched that in
Becca.
years.
Becca. With Ted Danson?
No.
Okay.
Look, all I'll say to you is Pink Anderson and Floyd Council. No, it stopped you, didn't it?
Well, we get those TV shows over here. American TV shows. All right.
Hang on.
What?
Hang on.
Who?
That's better.
Well, what'd
Can I
you do?
mute you now?
I know. Oh dear.
Hey Matt, do you want me to make you co-host, and then you can get Farmer back?
I could boot him off, couldn't I?
Yeah, well, I don't know. What powers have you got?
It's okay. I couldn't. Whoops. Oh, I dropped.
Huh?
Couldn't take the responsibility.
Yeah, couldn't take the responsibility.
Too much
of being a co-host.
responsibility.
Yeah, just my head would explode.
Yeah.
It's tough. It's tough at the top, isn't it, Terry?
Yeah. All right, we'll finish off with Simon.
Dan.
The man that speaks to the universe solves 5G.
Oh, I started watching. I watched a few minutes of it, but I never got to watch the rest of it. So
okay.
yeah, time. Good idea.
There you go. I know who you're talking about, Terry. See, somebody does. Press play.
Yeah, press play.
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
I mean, it's now available in over 70 countries. And yet still, there are people out there who think it's the new incarnation of the devil. And some who are still banging on about it. Hello all and welcome along to another episode of Tinfoil Tuesday with me, Simon Dan. Thank you very much for joining me. Before we begin today, a massive thanks to the sponsors of today's video, Bespoke Post. Bespoke Post is a monthly membership club delivering awesome boxes of top shelf goods from under the radar brands, and it's free to
fast forward.
Check out.
I did that.
Go to bespokepost.com/Simon20. Right, back to today's video where we'll be looking at a channel called The Sacred Tree of Life. He wants to discuss 5G on his live stream, and why not? Let's go.
Okay, so we're off and running yet another day. So what we're going to be talking about today is going to be pretty good.
What is happening?
Most people probably will think I'm bad crazy. That's okay. Because we are getting there, and I'm not normal. And if you think that I was normal to begin with, you are mistaken, boo.
No, I don't think that. But who is really normal, honestly?
Because I have seen too many things, heard too many things, and I have analyzed too many things to think like your normal bumblebee that lives here in the States or around the world. So what our agenda is today is we are dealing with the 5G.
Excellent. Let's skip his intro and get straight to the meat of it.
So we're going to be talking about 5G, figure it out. What's the prime reason? Well, what's funny was before, when I was opening up, what I was seeing was this energy actually will be able to change different things within its area. So it resonates on a different level. Now, what we have to understand is when
this bloke's
when
not
we're
related to
changing
Brian by any
wavelengths,
chance. Is he
we
like
are
maybe his
electrical
son?
beings. So if they change these wavelengths,
Yeah, it kind of gives you that impression,
like a
doesn't it? Yeah,
disharmony, then our body will then
I like Brian
relay
next time, has he
that
got a son?
disharmony resonance.
There are so many wavelengths of light passing through the room that you are in right now that it's ridiculous. Radio waves, long and short, microwaves, visible light, and infrared. If you could see all those different wavelengths as well as the waves of visible light, then it would be, in Richard Feynman's words, a tremendous mess. Just because the 5G network uses a very slightly different wavelength of light, and actually roughly the same for low-band 5G as 4G, then it doesn't mean that we are at risk. Simply because there are so many other different wavelengths of light out there already, and at different frequencies.
And then that will create some type of illness, sickness, and all these other things. I'm not saying anything.
There is no evidence for this. And let's not forget, 5G is not using inherently new technology. It just means the 5th generation of the mobile phone data network.
It is what it is. So what we're going to do is I have a few questions. It won't be a very long podcast today, but I thought that this would be a good one to be able to put out. That what is it? I don't know. Do you know?
Yes, I do, as I just explained. Here is a truth about 5G video I made when it all first kicked off. But yes, your questions would be good.
Well, if you don't know, let's figure it out. Because the thing is the Akashics is a resonance from the very beginning of time. Okay?
What?
And when you open up the Akashics, it's within the heart space of the prime candidate, which people would consider like God. But the thing is, there's so many gods. I'm not going to communicate with.
What's the Akashics? I've got no idea.
I don't know. How do you spell it? Akashics.
Akashics.
Well, let's make it clear. When I'm doing this, I'm talking to prime candidate, the main source of all things.
Now, it appears
He might be saying ecclesiastics or something from the Bible.
It could be, but I've typed in Koshiks what it sounds like, and it says it looks like there aren't many matches for your search.
I think he's thinking of ecclesiastics or something from the Bible. That's
could be. Oh, who knows?
a friend here practices something called Akashic Records, I think. Apparently, when you access these records, you get all the info in the universe, past, present, and future, including your own life and or lives. How you access those records, though, I do not know. However, let's get to his questions.
Is the 5G telephone service here today? is it here to benefit us with the 5G?
Absolutely. The average download speeds are said to be around 150 to 200 megabytes per second, and sometimes up to 1 gigabyte per second. Now that's better than some household internet here in the UK. It's faster information at your fingertips, and you can download an HD movie within minutes on 5G. It also supports over 100 times the traffic that 4G could, meaning that if there are a lot of you in one place, like a concert or something, your phone and internet will actually work.
So they're showing, the thing is there's many molecules within space and time.
Oh, he was asking his Akashic records, and he actually got an answer. Should be interesting.
And when you're dealing with different, it's like, so the molecules are here, and then there's the wavelengths that we would associate with telephone, radio, and stuff like that. Everything radiates at a certain level within this reality. Well, while you're doing that, 5G will be able to manipulate and like shift it to where if you are actually in a good space today, you will be mad as shit tomorrow, and they will be able to elevate and change the aspects of how people are going to feel.
That is absolutely not true. 5G cannot manipulate any other wavelengths of light that are in the same space as it.
And so is that part of what I was feeling the other day within people starting to have more mental, like they feel more mental. And so it was like a whirlwind. So these people are not going to understand the effects around them. So it's going to start creating these tidal pools, right? And these tidal pools will suck them in to become less than what they are, because they feel like it's them, but actually it's not them. It is the outside world that's manipulating them to feel a specific way because they don't know how to change it.
I think I understood that.
Now, if you don't have some type of system that you use, what would be the best way to be able to contradict the energy from the 5G network if you feel it?
You won't feel it, and no such system is needed. Hang on, is he actually accessing these Akashic records with just his mind? Very, very impressive.
And that would be grounding.
So the act of putting your bare feet on the earth, that stops the 5G, does it? Good luck getting a signal when you're grounding then. Moving on to his next question.
So what could be the effects of this? And they say that it could be anxiety ridden. It could be anger. And so they're saying that a lot of this is going to be triggered by how they're going to be able to resonate these energies out.
I'm not sure I understand the context in which he says resonate here. It can't be that they are of particular importance because he's saying that they do it, as in it's a verb. So I can only presume that they produce or are filled with a deep, full, reverberating sound.
So as these energies are protruded out, people are going to feel these things and think that it's part of them, but it's not. And that's a lot of problem with today, because with you not taking an acceptance to yourself, what you're doing is you're over here, is you're looking outside of yourself, and actually this aspect would be a good aspect to be able to say, oh, this is outside of myself, because it is outside of myself, and I need to figure out what the fuck's going on outside of myself to be able to fix what's outside of myself.
Listen, I've got no problem with self-help whatsoever, but attributing negative effects to 5G and then trying to fix those negative effects caused by 5G is just not right.
But a lot of people are going to go to a counselor to get something fixed when they probably are outside of the zone by the time they get over to their doctor, and then they get prescribed something that they probably don't need, because these things are resonating differently, because they're showing these it's like particles. So the particles that are in the air and space get electrified.
How? What causes that? Where is the evidence for it?
And as these things get electrified, it can change. It's not even a wavelength anymore. As they electrify it, it's like it's a whole like a whole thing around us that is just pure energy of whatever they want to just implode on the people below.
Wow, that's a lot to unpack.
Implode on the people below.
Implode? Okay, so the wavelength is only one part of an electromagnetic wave. It also has a frequency and an amplitude. These are the parts of the wave which can tell us about its energy. The problem is, your explanation violates all of that. And again, implodes?
Now,
yeah.
Can it work with other things? Like, can it work with other things that the government is working on? So they're saying, okay, so as soon as I saw that, I saw a plane. And I know exactly what the plane was because the plane is the chemicals that they claim that don't even exist in the air right now.
Did anyone else think he was going for chemtrails there?
Yeah, I did too.
Of course he did. Let's leave our guy there for today. He didn't really address 5G at all, did he? Perhaps we'll come back and check out the rest of his video next time. Let me know in the comments if you want to see that. For now though, we have all wrapped up and done and dusted for another Tinfoil Tuesday. Thank you so much for watching. It truly is appreciated. If you enjoyed it, please do consider to subscribe to the channel. And if you really enjoyed it, hit that like button too. Just enough time to once again thank Bespoke Post for sponsoring today. Remember to get 20% off your first box. Click the link in the description and use my code SIMAN20 or go to bespokepost.com/SIMAN20. I've been Simon Dan. Have yourselves a great day and I'll see you all tomorrow for another Misconception Mini. See you then.
We're none the wiser. Yeah, watch out for that 5G farmer.
Where?
You in a good mood?
It's behind you. It's behind you. Quick, it's going to get you.
The guy who usually looks after all the little stuff that I've been doing odd bits for has just emailed me to say, I'm on holiday for the next 2 weeks. Yeah, whatever. Where do you want me to go? What meetings? Blah, blah, blah. I'll just... Ipswich. I don't mind going to Ipswich because on the way back I could pop in and see Mother.
Well, there you go.
But it's only Wednesday. He's got another 2 days yet to think, oh, shit, there's that one, and there's that one, and there's that one.
So let me get this straight. The frequencies are being electrified and they're going to implode on the people below.
Yeah.
Okay.
A total gobbledygook.
Yeah.
It just nothing made any sense at all.
And if you wave your hands around enough, you get your point across.
Is he? What was he doing that for anyway? Is he realigning his chakras or something? Realign my chakras and get a punch in the nose.
Yeah, somebody tried to do that to me once. I slapped him.
Leave my chakras alone.
Where's Erdington?
Don't mind me, I'm typing.
Where's Erdington? That's Birmingham, isn't it?
Don't ask me.
Google it. Yeah, so what are you asking Australian for?
Yeah, what are you asking me for? I've got no idea. I'd have to look up Google Earth Pro and have a look.
Just Google Maps will do it, you know.
If you give us a known town that I know of, I'll know where you are.
I think it's Birmingham because it rings a bell and I can't think why. Erdington.
And where's that near?
Birmingham, probably.
We talking down near London?
No, it's
no.
It's in Birmingham. It's right in the.
Oh, it's like a suburb of Birmingham.
Yeah. What's that? Why does Erdington ring a bell? Oh well, never mind. Looks like I'm going there in a couple of weeks as well.
So it's somewhere else.
No. London's down there. Birmingham's up there.
Up. Middle?
In the north.
Because I'm actually thinking about it. I'm probably halfway between the two. Where I am, I'm probably halfway between London and Birmingham.
Okay.
Sort of, yeah, ish.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it's in the middle somewhere.
Yeah, well, Birmingham's Midlands, really. It's classed as the Midlands. So it's kind of... But I suppose, Southerners say anything north of the Thames is north, really. That's not strictly true. It's not, but yeah.
Yeah, actually, looking at it, I probably am damn near halfway between London and Birmingham.
Anyway, it's up north where the poor people live.
That's where all the poor people.
Birmingham.
Birmingham.
Poor people live. Where all the poor people live. You get
Yeah.
yourself in a lot of trouble like that, Matt.
Birmingham.
Birmingham.
Birmingham. I can't say it properly.
Oh, that's going to bug me now. Now I'm trying to think why. I'm sure I've never looking at the map. I don't think I've ever been to Erdington, but for some reason, it's ringing bells, and I can't bloody think why. Oh, that's.
Turtle says I'm halfway between London and Birmingham. If you go the long way around.
Way round.
Birmingham. Like Irish says.
You got to say.
Irish comes from Belfast, and that's where all the
you
poor
got to
people
say
live in
Birmingham
Ireland.
with your pinch your nose when you say it.
Yeah, that's right. Don't breathe through your nose. Birmingham like that. Bye.
Okay, what peanuts did we have out there today? Judy, Stewie, Carl, Professor, Turtle, Fondle, Boomer U. Oh, M2M was out there. Oh, hey, M2M. Hey, Space Matt, M2M was out there.
Who's he?
I don't know. And there's a farmer that was a boy.
What do you mean was?
Well, he was a boy. He's not a boy anymore. Zebulon. Carl. Carl gets a shout out twice. Judy. I think Dora was there earlier.
Judy Bassett. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Judy Bassett was on there.
Oh, cool. To get to this place, I've got to go through Spaghetti Junction.
Blue Marble Science.
Nah, take the toll road.
What looks at that?
It's quick though.
Well, don't need to go that far.
And it's nice. Oh, right, okay. Fair enough.
Don't need to go on the toll road.
Oh, I get it.
Anyone else?
Oh, that's gonna. I'm gonna have to Google now.
Armageddon Fire. Anyone else? Truth Nerds.
Vroom Fondle. Did you notice Vroom Fondle? So I couldn't say it. Like.
Clive. I already said Clive, probably. He's a good shout out twice.
Little Professor.
Oh, Fred Bailey. Oh, Fred Bailey was right up the top. I can't
what about Little Professor? Because I think he's new, isn't he?
Yeah, they were white, and I had to. But these extra people that I'm getting that are white and they're getting a spanner, you think I would get more subs, wouldn't you?
I think everybody's got a spanner, haven't they?
What have I got? 536. I'm getting there. I need to go on a sub hunt somehow.
Rochelle, one ping only.
Well, we've been going for 3.5.
Yeah, we need to get you up to 1,000, don't we? And then you can monetize.
Yeah. What are you on now, Matt?
I don't know. When I went away for a year and a half, it crept up about 200, and I didn't do anything. I don't know where that was coming from. So look, little channel.
If you got more than me, kick him, Palmer.
Oh, I've got more than you. I know that for sure. I definitely have. I've definitely got more than you at the moment. I think this last time it was about 1,700. I think.
Oh.
1,800 and something.
Oh, okay.
Oh dear, it's got more than you, Tel.
I got more than you though, haven't I?
I should hope so. I've only got 21. I just had to look. I knew I'd got some followers, and I've got all on mine. I haven't posted one video, and I've got 21 followers. How does that work?
Why not?
I'm thinking of doing a return, and I think probably after all my different thoughts and ideas of what I want to do, I'm not going to do them. And I thought,
just go back to what you were doing.
No, I will do really short videos, just like 2 or 3 minutes, like shorts, slightly longer than shorts.
Quickies.
Lot less efforts.
You're going to do a quickie, okay?
Yeah, quickies. Just lots of quickies every now and again. Yeah.
Okay.
Did you know? Did you know, or something like that? Couldn't I?
Do you know? I was looking at buying the sub earlier on.
Yeah, what was on it?
It's
Oh, sub, that type of sub.
It's
Wow.
Hang on.
What for?
It's that
long. Wow.
Yeah.
Where would you fit that? Where would you fit that?
I don't know. And the problem is it's 360 quid, but I really want it.
Okay.
It's a 1/48 scale German Type 7 U-boat, which is just like, and I looked at it and it's like, there's a photo of a chap who bought it and he's propped the box up and he's standing up with the box in front of him. It's like this. You can just see the top of his eyes. It's absolutely huge because it's got a fully detailed interior and everything. And I just thought, one of them.
How do you see the interior once you've got the outside? Or is it a cutaway? Or
one half of it is one half of the hull is in clear plastic.
Oh.
So depending on which way you display it, it's either a fully painted up U-boat, and then you can turn it around and you can see everything inside. And I would love to make something like that. That would take months and months to make it because although it's detailed, you'd need to add to it.
Calm down,
the sheer
farmer.
size.
Biggest dog has said.
But it's nearly 1.5 meters long. It's fucking massive. And I looked there, I thought, well, I'm running out of space as it is in this house. Where the bloody hell would I put that? Yeah, I saw it in the net the other day and I thought, yes, please.
Something like that you park in the driveway.
Oh, quite.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a huge thing. I might, you know, I don't know.
Convert your loft, and you can have all your models up there, and you can do whatever you want with it.
Yeah, well, the problem is because this isn't my house and I am only renting it. I've been loath to go anywhere near the loft. I mean, I don't even have a step ladder that will get me up there, and I've done that on purpose.
Where's the hole? Where's the manhole?
Oh, it's only just on the landing. But I've actually done that on purpose. I mean, if I need to get up to access these ceilings for decorating or anything like that, I've got a pop up that lifts you up a couple of feet. But I ain't got any steps, and I've purposefully not got any because the instant I've got access to that loft. Yeah.
You're renting that property and that available space is there to utilise.
Yeah, but at some point, all this is going to have to get moved. At some point, I'm going to get that bloody phone call or email that, she wants to move back down here. And no, I've got 3 bedrooms as it is to, 2 to fill with crap.
Yeah.
Obviously, not the one I keep in, but. And the garage.
Is the garage empty?
No.
No, it's got a bench and shelves and a motorbike and all sorts of stuff in there.
It fits his motorbike in there fine. You'd never get a car. You'd get a little car, maybe a mini. You wouldn't get a mini, squishy mini in it?
Yeah, the couple across the way, he likes renovating. He likes doing up Fiestas. And he's had one in that garage there for about 6 months now. He's barely got enough room to sort of get round and work on it. And that's a little old Fiesta. And obviously he hasn't got shelving and benches down each side like I have. I mean, I can accommodate 2 motorbikes in there because I did for 6 years until I got rid of the Suzuki.
Yeah.
But that's about it. The problem is these houses were built, I don't know, these got to be 20, 30 years old at least. And back then cars were smaller and garage was a standard size. And, the garages stayed the same size and cars have got bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And
suddenly
if I could get mine in, I'd have to go out through the tailgate. I wouldn't be able to open the door.
Dust Boot, the director of it, died last week.
Wolfgang Peterson died yesterday, yes. So over the next few days, when I find a spare 5 hours, I have the full uncut German Blu-ray edition of Das Boot.
Wow.
It's 308 minutes on 2 discs. It's too good. It was a made for TV film, so it's in 5 1-hour episodes. So when you see the film, and when you see in your TV guide, and it says, "Oh, Das Boot, the director's cut," it's 150 minutes, and you think that's still only half of it.
Yeah.
It's 5 hours. I've only seen it played on TV over here once, and that was not long after it was made. But it's still one of the best war films as such, because it's so realistic. But yeah, Wolfgang Petersen died yesterday.
So are we winding up? Winding down?
I think we all.
Winding out?
You winded me up.
Okay then. Well, thanks Farmer, thanks Blue, thanks Space Matt. Thanks guys out there in the peanuts in the gallery.
It was a pleasure, never a chore.
Okay. See you next time.
Night, peanuts.
See you, peanuts.
And your words of wisdom that I'm going to end up cutting out.
Nope.
Nope.
No.